Welcome to the Benji Lewis pregame coaches show. Coach, looking back at last week, Wasserman Wildcats came in 54-6 was the final, and I mean it was a great performance by the Lions. Talk about those players of the week.
Sure. Yeah, it was a great performance. Like I said, what it showed me where we were able to come back in the second half, play a much better half than we did in the first. We had an overall player of the week, and the reason we did that is because, man, when you look at the offensive performance, I mean, it's hard to take a Montreal Connor saying, hey, he's got 6 total touchdowns he accounted for.
11, total
11 in
for
2
the year.
games. So we gave Montreal, with his 35 yards rushing, but 4 touchdown passes and 280 yards passing.
Wow.
We gave him our offensive player of the week. Defensive player of the week went to DeAndre Mansfield, who you heard from last night at the coaches show. DeAndre has put us in great position a couple of times. Hard to take Odie Fremont off of it.
No,
DeAndre
no doubt.
has absolutely been our field general on defense now for 2 years. Overall player of the week, when you look and say, hey, this guy returned a punt for 35 yards. This guy had 2 tackles, 2 assists, and 2 pass breakups. Then he went on offense and had 100 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns.
That would be Waddell.
Waddell Clark is our overall athlete of the week. Special teams athlete of the week, man, couldn't be more fired up for the guy. I mentioned he kicked a few kicks with his toe out, but
I mean, coming out of his shoe.
Who's that? Thomas Morstead? Somebody used to kick without a shoe.
Had a big 43-yard kick and 5 touchbacks, and that's Cam Gales.
And as Des mentioned earlier, that kick would have been good for 50 or longer.
I think
I'm pumped to see that.
Yeah, and it's just the progression of him, and I hate that we only have him for this year. And I want any soccer player that's at Ouachita High School to listen. Come out now as an underclassman, man. If you get a soccer scholarship, you'll get a football one too, and you can get a full ride.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So Cam Gales was our special teams player of the week, and so those guys, along with many others, they helped us get to that score the other night. We're really excited about it. But we had to flush it starting Monday, and come back on a short week and get ready for these Sterlington Panthers.
Let's talk about them offensively, defensively, break down those Panthers in a short time frame
here.
I know it's pregame.
So defensively, man, they're going to be a 4-2, 4-3, cover 3 to cover 4 quarters team. The big player to look at, and makes a lot of plays for him, is number 23 linebacker, Tamarian Birch. He's a senior, 6'2", 235. In the back end, they've got a lot of big play out of Sam Frazier, number 2, another senior. He's 5'9", 175, and he roams the backfield really, really well. They've been opportunistic, man. Sterlington thrives. I know the offense is what people talk about a lot, but they thrive on their defense, and their defense makes big plays. It gets their offense back on the field, and then they just grind that thing out. And that's what we've got to limit tonight, is letting those defense get us off the field. We need to be the ones in command of the time clock and all that.
Who are you looking for on offense to have a big game, or are we going to be leaning on a little bit versus that defense?
Well, I would like to see us continue to spread it out. Obviously, getting Cam, 4 touchdowns. Cam Brooks, 4 touchdowns as a tight end through 2 games. That's really, really good because it softens some things up. You can't cover him, I don't think, with a linebacker.
Yeah.
And that's what he's done, is he's found the soft spot in zones all 4 times, and the route looks very, very similar every time, and he just gets it up that sideline. He does a good job finding that. Also, I want to see MJ Day have
breakout.
a performance.
Breakout.
We've talked about it this week. His time's coming.
Yes.
Not that it hadn't been his time. I thought he ran hard the other night. It just didn't net. Like that one big run for 12 yards. He ran over like 3 guys.
Yes.
He's going to break out of that. He's going to break out of that, and he's going to have a monster game because he's a monster player. I do want to see that. I'd like to see Kevon Whitlock get his hands on the ball more at the Z position. We've been doing a good job. Kevon had 1 ball the other night, but I would like to see him be a 3 to 4 catch a game guy, and those catches be big and meaningful for us because he has that.
And defensively, what are we going to have to do versus that beer and some players that are going to have big games?
Well, we've got to understand assignment football, man. They're going to do a lot of things formation-wise, or I anticipate they are, that are going to make you kind of have to take a second look at it. They're move the tackles around to be tackle over and things like that, and leave the tight end on the short side. So we've got to identify the three-man surface to get lined up correctly. And then we've got to stop J-Rod Breen and T.J. Birch, man. I think if you get to that where you're stopping the quarterback and the fullback, then you're able to manage the game a little more, but you can't let them take over it, you know. So we've got to handle the veer and make them go to their third and fourth things that they do. And I think if we do that, just like last year where we were able to do that, get them passing the ball more, not something they're as comfortable with.
That's right.
Get them off schedule and play more of our game.
Absolutely. And if we can get them behind the chains.
That's what it gets it. Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Right. That's
what gets it.
You have a little
and
fun.
you don't want to be on a 12, 13 play drive where they're grinding, because Sterlington's offensive line, not only do they do a great job, they're going to cut you from the backside. They are. And, I mean, that's what they've been doing. And it's not illegal. It's perfectly legal. And so we've got, that's just another layer of things you have to contend with.
Hands down.
At LTO Jose Wednesday night, I asked you, what are you going to tell the team? And you said very, very quickly,
let's go 3-0.
Let's go 3-0. Coach,
Yep.
let's do that. Let's go 3-0. We'll see you at halftime, see you post-game, and let's hope it's the big victory there.
Yep. Let's go, Lions.
That's right.
Good luck tonight, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You've been tuned into the Benji Lewis Pregame Coaches Show. We'll be right back.
A proud graduate of Ouachita High School's class of 1990, Paul Evans has been helping families in the toughest times for years. You find yourself stuck behind those cinder block walls? Call Paul. Paul Evans Bail Bonds, 267-7740. For all your favorite Mexican dishes, stop by Monroe's newest restaurant, El Tío Jose. The Garcia family welcomes you and yours 7 days a week at 5120 Desert Street. El Tío Jose. You're going to love it.
I'm Christian Creed of Creed & Creed, and as a proud supporter of Ouachita Parish High School, we want to wish the Lions a safe and successful football season. We know you train hard, lead with character, and represent everything that's great about this team and our community. At Creed & Creed, we do the same. We believe in hard work, teamwork, and fighting hard for our victories, on the field and in the courtroom. If you've been injured, give your hometown legal team a call, and remember, Creed & Creed is all you need. Go Lions!
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Del Ashley Field. We are on the campus of Sterlington High School in Sterlington, Louisiana. It is week number 3 of the LHSAA high school football season, and the Lions come in undefeated at 2-0, and of course Sterlington comes in undefeated as well. So, you know, this is going to be quite the battle tonight as the Lions tangle with the Panthers. Definitely going to be a cat fight. I am Mike Downhour. Des Lighton's on his way up here. Bryant Jacobs down on the field. And Tile is doing all the production for tonight's game. And we have a lot to go over here. And I do want to say thank you. We're broadcasting live from the Allied Roofing broadcast booth. There's Des. He shows up here. Put the headset on, Des. Welcome, man. It is week number 3 already.
Well, you know, Little Mila wanted me to go over there.
Yeah, I know. You're going to blame a 2-year-old for being
absolutely. I'm throwing her right on the bus. Mila come first. But no, it's Friday night, baby.
It is.
We in effect.
It's Thursday night.
Thursday. It is Thursday.
It's Friday night on Thursday night.
Every day's a Friday, though. So we good. I'm grateful to be here, baby, at Sterlington.
Yep, and looking around, I mean, this is quite nice field. Ouachita played here in like 2002, I think it was, 2001.
Yep.
And that's the last time I can remember being here.
What happened?
We lost.
Okay.
That was a bad game. The Lions lost that game, and head coaching change happened the next week and all of those other things. Yep. But tonight, things come in a little bit different. This Ouachita offense, this Ouachita defense, heck, we talked about the Ouachita special teams.
Absolutely. Mike talked about that game like
the
Holocaust.
It is.
Never again.
It was one of the worst ever.
Now, I was in junior high when it happened, and I remember hearing about it in junior high.
Yeah.
So it definitely sent reverberations out. And you know what? Every year, that's on the line. They won't make no bones about it. I know a certain coach told one of our coaches, hey, we waiting on you.
Yeah.
We wait. I ain't going to name no names. I might name it later, but they waiting on it.
Okay.
So,
all right.
you know, we know that we're going to get their best game. And speaking of special teams, we talking about putting a complete game together.
Right.
Did you know that the defense have only allowed 1 touchdown in the second half all season? Our defense.
Amazing. Montreal Connor, 11 touchdowns on the season coming into this game. We're 2 games, and he's got 11 touchdowns already. Unbelievable performance by this Ouachita team.
Can we put it together, though? So I was going to say we only allowed 1 touchdown in the second half, but we've been a little porous in the first half at times while we adjusted to that. So can we come out? We know they're going to come out and try to play ball control, try to limit the amount of opportunities that we get to touch the ball, so we're going to have to make them count. And can we come out on special teams if we need it? That punter, Trey Johnson, little brother, can he come out and be a weapon?
I believe he can.
Hopefully we don't get too many kickoffs.
Right. That's right. Well, looking at what the Lions have done, they come in here scoring 91 points in 2 games, allowing only 25. So they're averaging 12.5 points per game for defense, and that is pretty impressive considering Captain Shreve was a playoff team last year. Of course, Wasserman came in pretty strong last week. This team, the Sterlington Panthers, won the state championship last year, the 3A state championship. And even though the Lions dominated them in week 3 last year, they went on and won the state championship.
They play football over here. They're winners. They have a good coaching staff. Heck, a lot of them used to be at Ouachita.
Yes, they did.
I got to talk to Coach Larry Foster, my offensive line coach on the sideline. I told him, Coach, I want you to have the best game ever every week except
for this one.
week. You know what? I don't mind the offensive line looking halfway decent.
Right,
because that's who we coach, but we want the W.
That's right.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, they have a winning tradition. They're used to winning, and make no bones about it. Those guys over there believe they can beat us and will beat us.
Well, they do. They absolutely believe it. And we're at their house. Last year was at the Lions Den. This one is different because they are here to defend the Dell Ashley Field, Panther Stadium, any other name you may want to know it as. That's how it is. Now, Des and I are on the visitor side in the bleachers. So the press box is kind of full, kind of busy. And
kind of condemned?
Yeah, so we just decided to come out here and hang with the fans. However, as part of that, you're going to hear some crowd noise, and you're definitely going to hear the band because we're right next to the band.
We got our producer here, T-Lay Productions, on the scene, providing the broadcast with you. It's going to be a crispy, clean broadcast this time. And Mike, I wanted to say, we expect to win, but they expect to win. That's not the case every week.
No, somebody's getting their feelings hurt tonight.
Right, but my point is some teams actually show up and they don't expect to win.
Wow.
And that happens, and some people have that complex. A lot of times when we play West Monroe,
that's
deep down,
in past.
We didn't expect to win, so we wouldn't make it happen. So when you play a team like this that may not have as many athletes with a capital F, athletes as you, but they expect to win, they can make something happen.
All right. Well, we're going to go over starting lineups and keys to the game and all of that coming up, but we're going to take a 2-minute break real quick, and we will be right back. You're tuned in to Ouachita Lion Football on the Ouachita Sports Network, powered by Creed & Creed. We'll be right back.
I'm Christian Creed with Creed & Creed. We're proud to support Ouachita Parish High School because, like football, fighting for the win takes commitment, courage, and teamwork.
And that's what we build in our lines, both on the field and off. These young men work hard, they lead with heart, and they represent our community with pride.
At Creed & Creed, we fight for our clients the same way these athletes do every Friday night.
Thank you guys for supporting our Lions.
Remember, Creed & Creed is all you need. Go Lions!
Hi, I'm Melanie, class of 2018.
Hi, I'm Matthew, class of 2020. And our dad owns Mellis Towing.
We don't want your arm and leg, we just want your toe.
343-9998.
Go Lions!
A proud graduate of Ouachita High School's class of 1990, Paul Evans has been helping families in the toughest times for years. You find yourself stuck behind those cinder block walls? Call Paul. Paul Evans Bail Bonds, 267-7740.
Hi, I'm Chris Lewis, the proud owner of Coney Island Connection. For nearly 20 years now, we've served the Oklahomites with our fast, friendly service and our famous chili cheeseburgers and our famous chili cheese dogs. Well, the chili is homemade. I'm asking you to stop by today and give us a try. We also serve hot tamales, roast beef po' boy, fried pickles, and much more. We even serve funnel cake fries here at Coney Island Connection on the corner of North 7th and Arkansas Road.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see them in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
All right, we are back, Del Ashley Field on the campus of Sterlington High School. Mike Downhour here, Desmond Lighton right there. Down on the field, Coach Bryant Jacobs, our sideline guy, our Lee Edwards Mazda's sideline guy. And right now, well, first of all, welcome, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate the welcome.
Man, how's that turf? How's that field? We're sitting there watching you on the sideline, talking to those officials. Man, are you sucking up down there?
Well, I always try to make sure who are the officials. I try to identify them that way. I try to get some type of favor.
There you go.
Yes,
and
politics.
It's a good chance that I know them.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Hey, look, I did that before every game. I go to the side judge. I'm a
Shake
D
your
lineman.
hand.
I would introduce myself to him and get a little favor. And,
Yeah.
and guess what? Instead of them calling me offside,
Right.
they say 5-7 back up.
5-7.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
It
yep.
worked. They humans.
Nothing wrong with a little favor.
All right, well, hey, let's go ahead and start with the keys to the game. Our keys to the game are brought to you by Paul Evans Bail Bonds. Paul is a graduate of Ouachita Parish High School. He's been helping families for years during some of their toughest times. If you get in a bind, call Paul. 318-267-7740. Coach Jacobs, we're going to start with you first. For the Ouachita Lions to win this game tonight against these defending state champions, what do the Lions have to do?
Keep it simple. I'm going to keep it simple. They got to be able to control the front and get Sterlington's offense off the field and get get MJ Day involved in the run game early.
Okay. All right, Des, I'll ask you the same question. Keys to the game brought to you by Paul Evans Bail Bonds. What do the Lions need to do to win this game?
I'm going to follow up with Coach Jacobs. Is keep it simple. And simple for us on defense is keep it simple, stupid, is tackling. We must tackle great. They're going to be running that veer inside. And for them, they're happy with 3.5 yards. So we can't miss that first contact. Tackling. Interior gap soundness on defense. And on offense, I'm going to be looking from guard to guard. What does A.J. Washington does? What does C.J. Williams do? Can they get that A-gap to A-gap going for our number one play we like to do, which is duo? If we can get that rolling, if M.J. Dade has a big game, just look at Cam Brooks.
Oh, man, no doubt.
Look at what Montreal can do. Like, they're not going to be able to stop that three-headed monster. So that's what we need to do.
Well, and then if they do start to stop that monster, you got Wydell Clark out there. You've got the passing game, which Montreal passed for 286 yards just last week. Has 11 touchdowns on the year. I mean, some impressive statistics against playoff teams is what this has happened. Of course, tonight being one of the bigger playoff teams, the defending state champions. So one of the things that I want to see is the focus. Lee Doty, head coach of Sterlington, I heard him doing an interview today with Aaron and Jake, and a lot of the Sterlington folks are on him about scheduling Ouachita and Neville and some of the big 5A schools.
They won state last year.
But that's what he says. He says before I got here, they would have their 11-2 shirts, and we went to the quarterfinals. He says since then, since we're playing these teams, we may be 10-4 or whatever it may be, but we're state champions.
How you had a nerve to complain after winning?
Oh, they
the
all
state
got to. They do it. You know how people are.
I wish somebody would. But yeah. So and tack on to that, Mike. I think that's smart. You start off having great competition, and when you get to play them 3A guys deep in the playoffs, ain't nobody gonna have the athletes. Well, not unusual that Ouachita is gonna have.
Right.
But and bring it back to defense. They're gonna be running the veer. We can't get up the field.
Well, and they're going to be running the veer.
Yes.
They're going to run that veer. It's formulated somewhat after West Monroe's type of veer attack.
Yeah.
And
which is vertical. It's quick hitters.
Right.
And so it can null and void your defensive line get penetration. You don't have to have a good offensive line.
Your penetration,
Yeah, exactly.
It's too late.
And so if Dylan blows up the field, the dive is going right by you.
Right.
And I heard Coach Foot coaching over there saying, this week we're not getting vertical, we're getting horizontal.
Okay.
If they can go against their nature, which is to blow up the field, we'll have a good game.
All right, got the Ouachita band right next to us here in the visitor stands. Ouachita just made it out to the field, and they're wearing white jerseys, white pants, cardinal red helmets with that silver metallic O on that helmet. Sterlington Panthers are about to come out. You're going to hear all the noise. Meanwhile, I'm going to be giving you the starting lineups to this Ouachita Lion team, and we're going to start off with defense. On defensive end is number 33, Alex Smith, 5'9", 190 junior. Your nose tackle is Dylan Berryman, number 48, 6'3", 325 senior, committed to Texas. Your defensive tackle, Cam Allen, 6'2", 313. He's a junior. At the Mike position, Brandon Bruce, 5'9", 190 senior. The Willie. And why don't you interpret these? Willie, of course, weak side. Jamarcus Jacobs, 5'10", 213 senior. Your other defensive tackles, Caden Powell, number 57, 5'10", 200 junior. At the dog position, man, he has been playing like a big dog. That's number 0, the O for Ouachita, Odie Fremont, 5'10", 177 senior. Your strong safety, we had him on the show last night at El Tio Jose, number 7, DeAndre Mansfield, 5'10", 160 senior. Also, you got Jeremy Petey Jones, 5'11", 200. He's a senior. And your corners, number 2, Dylan Johnson, 5'8", 175. Your other corner is number 10, Dallas Elmore, 5'10", 152. And you'll see number 4, Wydell Clark, coming in, from time to time. So that is your starting lineup for the Ouachita Lions on
good,
defense.
Mike. I got some feedback from the wife. The broadcast is sounding good.
Okay, there's a prayer here. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break then. Let them do the prayer and the national anthem. We will be back. You're tuned into the Ouachita Lion football on the Ouachita Lion Sports Network, powered by Creed and Creed.
Or call 257-6107. Allied Roofing, proud supporters of Ouachita football.
Diamond Gun and Outdoor in Lakeshore. Clearly a cut above the others. Get ready for hunting season at your one-stop shop, Diamond Gun and Outdoors. Ammo, and check out the latest new and used rifles. Why hunt all over town when Diamond Gun and Outdoor in Lakeshore has everything you need, family owned and operated? Diamond Gun and Outdoor, 8203 Deserted Lakeshore, just down from Ray's PG. Diamond Gun and Outdoor, 8203 Deserted Lakeshore.
Customer service is really important in the car industry because when you take care of the customer let people know how good you are, and that brings in referrals. So customer retention and customer satisfaction is one of my best things I love about doing this thing. Because if they're happy, I'm happy. My customer happiness is my happiness.
We warmly invite you to join us in worship at North Monroe. Our hearts are dedicated to serving Jesus and growing together as a community of faith through the power of worship, the intimacy of small groups tailored for all ages, and our deep commitment to supporting one another as we seek to walk with Christ. Join us on Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m. at our Monroe campus. You can also worship with us at our Bastrop campus at 10:30 a.m. For more info, visit us at northmonroe.com.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see them in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
Let's go out to the coin toss.
This is tails with the T. This is heads with the head on it. This is tails with the T. What do you call it? What'd you call? What do you call it? Heads.
All right.
What y'all want to do? Y'all want to defer? Okay, so y'all want to receive. Which way do you want to kick from? Y'all want to kick this way? Okay, y'all swing around on that side over there.
All right, Coach Jacobs, give us a summary.
We won the coin toss, and we deferred to the second half, and you know how that is.
Yeah.
They're going to receive, and we're kicking it off.
All right.
I was hoping that they messed it up.
Hey, I heard the referees changed the language.
They do. They have
They
to.
do. Yeah, they do.
That was an LHSAA thing.
Yeah.
And Ouachita was one of the schools that was a victim victim to it when we were at Pineville and had to kick off both times because somebody got confused. So
yeah, they said, which way do you want to receive? They don't even ask, do you want to kick or receive?
That's right. That's right. By the way, we're broadcasting from the Allied Roofing broadcast booth. Pregame show is brought to you by Macaroni Kid, Monroe, West Monroe, and we have got the starting lineups brought to you by Max Fresh Market. And, of course, at number 1 is quarterback. That is Montrell Connor Jr., 5'9", 149. He is a senior. At running back is number 3, MJ Dade, 5'5", 161, senior. One of your wide receivers is number 8, Seneca Battle, 6'2", 183. He's a junior. The Z receiver is number 2, Kevon Whitlock, 5'1", 166, senior. And running out of the slot is Waddell Clark Jr., 5'9", 145, senior. Your tight end is number 9, Cam Brooks. Had a heck of a week last week, 5'10", 185. He is a senior. Your left tackle, the big uglies, start with number 69, Carter Boyd, 6 foot, 227, senior. Your left guard is C.J. Williams, number 59, 5 foot, 270, senior. Your center, number 77, A.J. Washington, anchoring that line, 6'1", 330, senior. Your right guard is Marcus Jacobs, number 66, 5'10", 288, senior. At right tackle, number 75, Jordan Pleasant, 5'10", 210, junior. And another running back you'll see in and out all day today is number 6, and that's Cam Williams, 5'6", 185. He is a senior, and those are your Max Fresh Market starting lineups. Well, Des,
feels good.
It does feel good. We're about to get ready to kick this game off, and it's the Ouachita Lions against the Sterlington Panthers. First road game of the season for the Ouachita Lions. And, buddy, let me tell you, they will be road warriors before this season is over. Lion fans, next Friday night, now I know tonight's Thursday, and there will be one other Thursday night game this year, but next Friday night is homecoming. Port Gibson, Mississippi will be coming to town. So next Friday night, we want to see you at the Lions Den. And then the really tough part of the schedule starts. Lions have to travel on Friday, October 3rd at Franklin Parish. That's going to be one heck of a game down there. And then District 2-5A starts. The district schedule starts, and the Lions will play 3 straight road games at Franklin Parish. October 10th, they'll be at Ruston, taking on state champion Bearcats. And then on October 17th, Lions go to West Monroe. So that'll be 3 straight road games, and they get to come home for an easy break, right? Not so fast, my friend. Neville Tigers will be coming to town on October 24th. And then the Lions, Halloween night, you and I are going to spend a scary night in Alexandria as Lions take on Alexandria Senior High.
That's horrible.
And then the following Thursday night, Pineville will be coming to the Lions Den. That will be senior night, and there's some special things planned for that night. We'll talk about that as that gets closer.
You didn't tell me we was going to a haunted house, Mike.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. We're going to Ash Trojan Stadium on that time.
We were a little early. It was 4 minutes into kickoff when they did
start
coin
early.
toss and everything. Yeah. So now they just get to congregate at the 50-yard line for a little bit. So I guess you literally can't kick off before 7, even if you're ready.
If they wanted to, they could, but they're not gonna let them do it. We are in the on the visiting sidelines instead of up in the press box, a little bit closer to the action, sitting with the fans and next to the Ouachita band.
We in the thick of it, baby.
We are.
Snare drums to the right of us. It feels good.
It does. I do like it. Temperature's a little warm, but it could be much, much worse.
It's a beautiful day, all things considered. And you got the countdown clock, guys. We're 1 minute and 41 seconds, 39 seconds, 38 seconds until kickoff.
All right, Lee Edwards, Mazda Sideline Report. Let's check in with Coach Jacobs and see what the team is looking like as they get ready for kickoff.
Team is pretty much standing firm on business. You know, they standing on business is the big O. They're ready. They're excited. They're really excited. Be 3-0.
3-0.
So let's start the game as soon as we can to see if we can be 3-0.
All righty. And we are looking at trying to see who that is kicking. It's
84. That's
our
new soccer player.
That's Cam Gale, 6'1", 165 senior. He put 5 into the end zone just last week.
Hey, guess what? We can see these numbers a little bit better tonight, too.
Well, first of all, it's the traveling white jerseys are easier to read, and we're a little bit lower to the stands here too. So we're not old and we're not blind. Well, not all of us at least.
I got 50% of those.
All right, Sterlington Panthers getting out on the field. They will receive as the Ouachita Lions won the coin toss.
Traveled pretty well today, Mike.
Yeah, good crowd. I mean, this is a very good crowd. Traffic was crazy coming in.
Yeah.
Don't forget you can check us out Facebook Live at Ouachita Lion Football and on YouTube. We are broadcasting on YouTube tonight. Look for Ouachita Sports Network on YouTube.
Over under, Mike. Can he get it in the end zone? Can he go get it in the end zone?
He can. If he puts that foot into it, yes, absolutely he can.
Will he?
Will he? Well, we're about to find out. Nope, it's a pooch kick, short kick. They may have been looking for that deep one, but it's taken at the 20-yard line. He returns to the 25, tackled at about the 26, and that's where Sterlington will take over 1st and 10.
I don't know if that was a purposeful pooch kick.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but we swarmed it.
Well, I mean, it keeps them guessing if it was.
For any event, defense is on the field about to get ready, get rolling.
Sterlington's line of scrimmage is their own 27-yard line. Ouachita defense out there ready to stop this veer offense. Quick hitting veer offense. Quarterback is under center. Man, that is a split backfield behind him. He's calling out the plays. Waiting on the snap. That's Breen at quarterback. Hands off right side. Got a little bit of running room still on his feet. He's going to get about 5 yards before they bring him down.
And they come out in what looked like a flex bone, Mike, and they fake the dive, and the quarterback takes it around that right side edge there, and J. Rob Green, and gets clobbered, but he did pick up 5 yards. That's a lot of yards first down. They got the whole playbook now.
Yes, they do. Yeah, and you'll see that same formation over and over and over as they just hand it off to the different back.
Yeah.
2nd down and 5 for Sterlington. Opening drive. Thursday night action, they run right up to the line of scrimmage. Quick snap, handoff right side, and they're trying to catch the Lions off guard, and they're close to the 1st down. They will be short. Looks like they gained about 4.
We got the ball. Mansfield got
the ball. Stripped it. DeAndre Mansfield stripped that ball away from the running back. The first turnover of the night.
Now, did they call progress? We haven't seen. Defense is coming off the field. So they run the dive. They run the veer, give it to the dive. He's fighting. He did not have his forward progress stop. He was still fighting for extra yards, and Mansfield came in and jarred and ripped that ball from him.
Turnovers are brought to you by David's Mobile Detail and Power Wash. And just like that, the Lions have a turnover and 1st and 10 at the Panther 25-yard line. Here come the Lions out on offense. Well, I'll tell you what, this is just like how Wasserman started last week with a turnover on the first series. Lions come out with 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, and Panthers jump off sides.
5 yards.
So there's another. It'll be 1st and 5 now instead of 1st down and 10. Well, 11:07 left in this LTO Jose first quarter. Lions already have a turnover and already in the red zone at the 20.
Coach Jacobs, did they stand them up? Was it a team effort to get that ball out?
I think we got the ball out earlier than you think we did.
Okay.
And because I saw Odie and a lot of people saying it was all ball early in that pile, and I think that's why they didn't blow the whistle.
Gotcha.
All right, Montrell Connor in shotgun. Dade standing next to him. Receivers both sides. Dade gets a handoff up the middle. Dade leaps over the pile, and he will be close to the 1st down.
And that's what we're going to need. That's going to be our bread and butter. We can pick up, 4 or 5 yards in between the tackles from A-gap to A-gap. It's going to be a long night for Sterling.
That's a Chris Lewis, Coney Island connection, 1st down at the 14-yard line. The Lions are driving after a quick strip turnover to start this game. Connor in shotgun again. Hands off to Dade again. He's going to try the right side, and they're going to be waiting for him there, so he'll only get about a yard or so.
Yeah, and so we took a zone step, tried to run zone right, and he's trying to wait to get the cut back. Sterlington did a good job as a whole defensive line of not letting us establish a new offensive line of scrimmage.
Lions had no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
Let's go 3.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Connor in shotgun. He's got 11 touchdowns on the season, either rushing or passing. Seneca Battle in motion, left to right. There's a snap, fake to Dade, under pressure. Connor's going to have to throw it away. I don't know if that's going to be not intentional grounding there.
I didn't see a receiver in the area.
Nor did I, and he was still in the box.
I think he got outside of the tackle box, but they're going to see that the ball gets to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes that flag. Well, no flag yet. There's the flag. That will be a loss of down and back them up.
Yeah, and Sterlington brought some pressure off of that right side edge, and we didn't account for it. We were trying to run the play action there, and they had the perfect play call for it.
So instead of 2nd down and 10, it's going to be 3rd down, and let's see what they mark that. 3rd and 20.
And I don't know if it was an RPO, if he had the option to give the ball to MJ Dade.
3rd and 25. Third and, my goodness. Well, the first down marker is at the 3, and the ball is at the 37-yard line.
But if it was a read, he definitely should have gave it.
Yes.
Because he ran the bootleg right into the pressure.
Trips receivers to the left side for the Lions. Connor in shotgun. Third and a mile. Back to pass and under instant pressure.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, they came through like we weren't even standing there.
It was a screen, Mike. They tried to run the middle screen there to the running back, slip screen, slip right in there. And if he got that ball to MJ, he was going to hit his head on the goalpost. We had linemen out in front of the block and nobody there to catch him.
So some very aggressive defensive play here by Sterlington, and Trey Johnson in the punt for the Ouachita Lions.
And has the opportunity to pin him deep. But that's a big stop for Sterlington on the quick turnaround on the turnover there to stop us.
Give them credit.
Back this up. But if we execute that screen, Mike, my goodness.
It tipped his hands. There's the snap back to Johnson. High, beautiful punt. Fair catch called for at the 15, but he doesn't get it. He lets it roll, and the Lions are trying to stop it before it gets in the end zone, and he gets it at the 1.
That's
at the 2-yard line. Man, great punt by Johnson. Great stop by the return team. Sterlington will start 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
So now well, they got the perfect offense for this situation.
Yes, they do.
But
and a run. Go ahead.
No, we got an opportunity, though, to get the ball back with another short field. Shout out to Trey Johnson. That's going to help his punt average out a little bit.
Yes, that will.
Good bounce. But a high school, all you got to do, you can touch, if you touch the ball and go into the end zone, it's still down. That's interesting.
All right, so Sterlington's ball, a possession each for Ouachita and Sterlington. One was a fumble for Sterlington. The other was a punt for Ouachita. Here comes Sterlington on their second possession. Quick handoff right side, looking for some room. He's close to that goal line. I mean, he got out, but not much there. That's some dangerous territory, Des.
Yeah, you don't want to run it like they try to run a counter. You don't want to run side to side when you're in your end zone like that. That was a long development play. Any penetration, and that's safety.
So gain of only a yard.
And that was,
so they're at the 3-yard line now instead of the 2.
I think that was P.D. Jones on the tackle there.
Here come the Panthers. Break huddle, back to the line of scrimmage. Breen is the quarterback. He's under center. Looks like empty backfield behind him. And there's a snap, hands off to the fullback, left side, just hits that A-gap, and he'll get a few.
And so you heard through Coach Jacobs, Mike, that Coach Benji is saying there's 4 on one side. You know, they'll overload it. They'll do tackle over. They're counting the 3 and 4-man surface that create extra gaps, which makes you stay gap sound. And now, hey, this is a big third down here, Mike.
It is. It's third field here. It's 3rd down and 6.
They're going to come out. They're splitting out a wide receiver very wide on his own out there. Just got Waddell pulling him out of the box.
All right, one receiver split out to the left. Quarterback under center. And looks like it's a penalty on the play, and it does look like it's against Sterlington. So that would be half the distance. They're at the 6 right now, so that would give them 3rd and 9 at the 3. Man, that's dangerous.
Yeah, like they were trying to set up some type of jet sweep motion. Got a little overzealous. Definitely not the start to the game that Sterlington was looking for on offense.
No, but Ouachita had a possession already, too, and just for some reason the defense just blitzing got through.
Yeah.
And really broke up Ouachita's drive.
Hey, Mike, we was an inch away from a touchdown. We right there.
Yes, that's right. All right, 3rd down and 9 for the Panthers. Breen, man in motion. Breen pitches to that man in motion, and he's trying to break free. He does break free. He's out to the 15 to 20, 25, and then out of bounds. Heck, he passed the 30-yard line.
I think there's a flag on the field.
Big play there by Sterlington.
And they run the toss. They bring him in motion, and we have to account. There's an extra gap out there, and we didn't account for it, man. They blocked it up perfectly.
No flag. I don't see a flag. So
man, that's tough. You can't let that happen on 3rd forever.
So it's up to the 31-yard line. That's where the ball is placed, and that will be 1st down for Sterlington. First down of the game for either team.
That's disrespectful, Mike, to run a toss 3rd forever.
Absolutely. Panthers have one receiver split way out to the right side. Again, Breen under center. Takes that snap, hands off fullback, right side, breaks free. Waddell Clark's trying to bring him down and does after a big 1st down and gets into Ouachita territory at the 45. That fullback's been hard to stop.
Yeah, that's T.J. Birch, and here's what you notice. Our defensive line all got a field, and the fullbacks passed them already.
They let him up the field.
Exactly. You have to stay in your gaps. You have to be horizontal. And it's just the dive, the beard.
Well, Lions will see this again when they play West Monroe.
But right now, Sterlington's cooking.
They are.
They got some offense.
They're at the Ouachita 46-yard line.
They've already flipped the field, worst case scenario.
They run to the line of scrimmage, trying to do a quick snap. They do. Hand off, fullback, A-gap, right side, and he'll get 5.
5 yards of carry, get you killed against the Veer. Just handing it to the dive man. Simple.
7:27 left to go in this LTO Jose first quarter. No score. Second possession of the game. Panthers have it. They started at their 2-yard line, and they're at the Ouachita 40.
And we've been in a bear front. We've had 5 down linemen.
Breen.
Now we're walking
under center.
We got the double A gaps.
Man in motion now, left to right.
False
flag on the play. Maybe 2 guys in motion.
Back them up. And
it's second down and 4, so this will be second down and 9 if it is procedure.
And we're mugging the line, so keep an eye out for us staying on sides. As we know, our defensive tackles and Dylan.
Yep, it is a procedure call.
Noah they like to crowd the ball, as they say, to get right on top of that center.
Second down and 9. Mansfield's trying to figure out where to go because you don't know if they run to the line of scrimmage and then they quickly get in. Now there is a man that's going to line up as a receiver far left. There's one out there on the right side too.
Yeah, they're just manning up on the edge. Single high
Breen under center. Hand off right side. He's got a little bit of room. Looks like about 3 yards he'll gain. That's going to bring up third and fairly long here. This is where the Lions can make a stop.
What I don't like, though, Mike, is how many yards he got before he was even touched. He got 2-3 yards before contact on the dive.
Third down and we'll call it 5. At the 41-yard line of the Lions. Sterlington's ball. They're moving right to left. Quick. They run to the line of scrimmage. Quick snap, and he's trying to get him to jump off sides.
So now they've had success with the toss in the same situation, third medium to long.
Receiver split out to the right side. Breen under center. Hands off fullback right side. Man, Berryman comes in and buries him for a loss. It's fourth down.
So they run the Beer. He fakes it to the dive. Dylan gets penetration, and the quarterback pulls it. He smashes the quarterback, lands directly on top of him.
I don't want Dylan Berryman crushing down on me.
And that's a big stop there for the defense. But you had to think that with that play call, if they got enough yards, they were going to go for it on fourth down.
They did get back to the line of scrimmage, so it is fourth down and 5. And, this is the hydration break, so we'll go ahead and take a quick timeout. Broadcasting from the Allied Roofing booth, we are back in 30 seconds. You are tuned in to Ouachita Lion Football, powered by Creed and Creed.
Hi, I'm Chris Lewis, the proud owner of Coney Island Connection. For nearly 20 years now, we've served the Oklamis with our fast, friendly service and our famous chili cheeseburgers and our famous chili cheese dogs. Well, the chili is homemade. I'm asking you to stop by today and give us a try. We also serve hot tamales, roast beef po' boy, fried pickles, and much more. We even serve funnel cake fries here at Coney Island Connection on the corner of North 7th and Arkansas Road.
Back to action, Del Ashley Field on campus of Sterlington High School. No score, 6 minutes left in the LTO Jose first quarter. Lee Edwards-Moss, the sideline report. Let's check in with Coach Jacobs.
Right now, defensively, we got to be able to own the front. And right now, Sterling has the advantage up front, and they're moving the ball and they're giving the ball to the fullback. And we stopped them, so it looked like they're in punt formation. Hopefully we can get the stop.
But you never know. And there's so much misdirection out there. That's what the key is. You just literally have to go tackle everybody.
And so you highlighted that last play, they actually did give it to the dive. Dylan just tackled the quarterback anyway, even though he had the ball, which is what you want
to do.
Tackle
them all.
Exactly.
One receiver left, one receiver right. Looks like punt formation, but let's just wait and see. 4th and 5 in Lion territory at the 41. Return man for the Lions at the 10.
We were in punt.
Bad punt. It goes out. It's a 10-yard punt. It'll go to the Ouachita 31, and that's where the Lions will start their next drive, 1st and 10.
One of them coaches on Sterlington's sideline is throwing a fit. He kicked the air and everything. I watched both of the punters doing pregame. They were booting the ball, man. It's crazy how when them lights turn on, it's different than the warm-up.
Well, when you're looking at Big 48 coming after you.
Yeah. So
number 48 that's going to be playing in the SEC next year for Texas.
Big deal.
Yeah.
It's a little different.
I'm going to pump my ball a little differently, too, I think.
Now, we have to come out and establish an offensive line here and establish a new line of scrimmage.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for the Lions. Dade is the running back. Connor in shotgun. from their own 31-yard line. Fake the Dade, pass to Seneca Battle, and he is tackled immediately. I'm not even sure if he's going to gain anything out of that.
Yep, we tried to now screen, get the ball to him now at his number 2 position, and just hope it's almost like an outside run, and they were on it, Mike.
Actually, we're going to lose 2 on that reception.
And they pulled Cam Brooks from his H-back position to kick out, and it just didn't work. Penetration.
2 receivers line up on the left side, 1 to the right. 2nd and 12 for the Lions. Not much offense so far tonight for the Lions. Connor in shotgun. There's the snap. He wants to throw. He's looking. Got time. He's still looking.
He open.
And there's a man downfield. It's wide. Dale Clark.
It's going to be PI.
That's going to be. It is. Pass interference. As he was trying to get the ball, the defender ran all over him. So that is going to be a Chris Lewis Coney Island Connection first down by penalty.
Yeah, we had a drive route coming across the field. They covered it up very well, but Waddell went on a go route up the rail, and Montrell bought time.
He did.
And it was wide open. He just saw it late, but he got to him late. And what happens when you underthrow the ball? You can draw pass interference.
And that's exactly what happened. So Lions will have it 1st and 10, somewhere around the 43. Let's see where they mark that.
The whole crowd was yelling, he's open!
Yeah.
Because he was behind. Look, that's going to be open for us all night because can nobody run with Waddell?
Man, Waddell, that beautiful pass last week, that's highlights for life.
He almost caught that ball.
I know
even
he
with the
came
PI.
back. That's right.
It's not a 50-50 ball to Waddell either. You throw it up for him, either he gonna catch it or he gonna make a play on. He played DB too.
That's right. Penalty brings it to the 44-yard line. The Lions 44. They're moving left to right, which is west to east, Ouachita River to Highway 165, and the Panthers, thanks to Connor's clap and call, jump off sides, giving the Lions 5 more.
Yeah, and that was number 9, Cam Bagwell from his defensive end position. That's the second time we got him.
He's slapping himself on the head, too, in that helmet.
Yep, that's 10 yards of penalties we got on just the false snap.
1st and 5. The ball is almost at midfield at the Ouachita 49. No score. 5:07 left in this El Tio Jose first quarter.
D points here, baby.
Connor in shotgun takes the snap, hands off Dade up the middle. Dade's got that first down. Runs over a defender. You heard the crowd, the woo. He gets a Chris Lewis Coney Island Connection first down, but oh my gosh, what a hit.
Hey, that was a business decision right there for Cam. I mean for MJ. MJ did not. He could have juked that guy. He said, "Now I'm running through your face."
He did. He didn't try to juke him. He just went over him. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Connor. And now the Lions move on Connor's clap, and that'll back him up 5.
And that's the senior there, Carter Boyd. He just was
he said, "Whoops."
He's a little bit excited there. And it happens.
So 1st down and 15 now. The ball at the Panther 47-yard line. No score.
That's a check at the line. You have to look to the sideline to get that freeze call, and he just didn't look like he got it. Everybody else got it.
Yep. All it takes is 1 on either side. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Connor waits for the snap. There it is. Hands off Dade. Yep, up the middle. Dade's got some running room. Dade's at 5, 6, maybe 7 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that'll get our yards back +2. We're doing a good job now as an offensive line and getting a good push from A-gap to A-gap, running that duo, and he's hitting it.
Well, I mean,
getting vertical.
Your first possession or 2, you're still trying to figure out this new team. You're trying to figure out that scheme. You've seen it on video, but it's the first time seeing it face to face.
But MJ had to make a man miss in the backfield. They're still bringing pressure on the edge, and we're not stopping.
Snap to Connor, hand off to Dade. He's trying to right side. Not much there. He probably just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's always that +1 hitter that they're having. They're having one guy get in the backfield that's making him stop his feet.
So we're going to call this 3rd down and 6. 3rd and 6 for the Lions. They're at the Panther 38.
You got to think we have 2 plays to get this first down.
I hope so.
Based on the field position.
Although the way that Johnson punted that ball last time, that was pretty sweet, pinning him at the 2-yard line. Trips receivers to the left side. Connor in shotgun. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. Looking. Got time. Looking. Throws to a man. A little bit overthrown. That was intended for Dade, and he was pushed out of bounds anyway. Now that's going to bring up 4th and 6.
A lot of bit overthrown there. He tried to hit Dade out in the flats and a little out route. That was basically his check down route. Here's the thing I noticed. He has all day. His feet are still kind of happy, though. It's like he's expecting to rush. It ain't there.
Look at the first possession. They were all in his face.
Well, that's not when he stayed in the pocket. he can step up in the pocket and he'll adjust to that. His line is doing excellent with blocking.
Second punt of the night for Trey Johnson. He pinned the Panthers at the 2 last time. Let's see what he is able to do here. Return man for the Panthers is at the 10. High snap. He comes down with it. Another high punt. This one is going to take another bounce. Oh, and it hits a Lion player as soon as it bounces.
Good job.
So, yeah, it's going to be at about the 15-yard line. So 2 possessions for the Lions. No score for either team.
And I say good job that it hit us because it was bouncing the other direction.
Yes, it was.
And that's tough there. He had he had Cam Brooks on that third down running up the seam. If he puts some air under that ball, Cam's going to make a play on it. And that's just him trusting his guys, giving him a shot at it.
Lee Edwards-Moss, the sideline. Talk real quick about this team, Coach.
Well, right now defensively we're still in. There's in a 4-2-5. Sometimes they're having 2 safeties up top. We got to be able to run against that. And we kind of established it early, but then when we jumped false start, it kind of set us off.
It did.
So
got to run him out of split safety.
All right, here come the Panthers. One receiver to the right, man in motion, left to right. Man in motion gets the pitch. He's being chased down. Flag. I think I saw a flag come in.
It looked like the line moved before the ball snapped.
Now no flag. So that's going to be a first down. It was just a toss sweep out to the right side, and he was able to outrun the Ouachita defense and gets a first down at about the 27.
Yep, and that's when you're going to need your dog and your strong safety to set a strong edge there, depending on the side. We have to have an alley defender.
That ball's at the 28, first down. One receiver to the left. Breen played this whole game under center.
Double A gap.
Got to stack. If the fullback gets the handoff and breaks right through the line, and they grab a jersey to finally bring him down, but he picked up 15 yards. Another first down.
So here's the thing. We have 2 people in A gap, but it's hitting off. It's not hitting in A gap. It's hitting right B gap almost at an angle to veer. So we're not even in the gap that they're hitting.
And it's going right by our guys.
First have to adjust.
First down, Panthers at their own 41. No score, and we are almost at the end of this first quarter. 2:48, clock is running. Receiver to the right side, Breen under center.
Just need to pinch.
Tailback gets the fake. Oh! Quarterback keeps it. There's a fumble down there. Lions are fighting with Panthers. Let's see who comes up with it.
That time he did hand it to the dive, Mike, still. It looked
Second
like
down. The Panthers recover.
It looked like we did pinch. So what pinch is, you take your 2 ends or 3 and you slant them inside. And that'll stop that dive, or at least give them some bodies in front of them.
So with that fumble, the Panthers lose 2 yards, but they recover that fumble. So it'll be second down and 12.
And then when you do that, they'll adjust and they'll start running it a little bit further down the line. You play a little cat and mouse game.
I see these guys. I see why they're defending state champions. One receiver out to the left side. Split backfield behind Breen under center. Man in motion right to left. He gets the toss sweep. It's worked already, and now they're going to stretch him out and hit him right after a gain of about of a couple. They laid down the marker, so it's hard to see where he went out of bounds.
Yeah, so that time we set an edge there, and you had Jamarcus Jacobs come in from his linebacker position, shoot a gap, and to make him widen out to his help to get there.
No gain. No gain on that play. It's 3rd and 12.
Yes.
Lions are really starting to figure this toss sweep out. Of course, now they're going to hand it off fullback right in that gap.
Well, that's fine. They can't have 11 yards.
That's right. Receiver split out to the right side. Breen calling the signals. Tried to get the Lions offside. Now he stands up and
look at your
gets the play.
Look at how close the linebackers, Jamarcus Jacobs and Brandon Bruce are.
There's a snap.
Uh-oh. Got him. Oh, you know.
That could be a fumble.
Well,
what he tried to do is throw the ball, and it bounced all over the ground. The Lions recover it, but it's probably going to be an incomplete pass, bringing up 4th and 12.
Well, he had a running back in the area, so he could say it was a screen, and so they're discussing it right now.
Well, they haven't thrown the flag yet down there. They are talking about it.
I think they're going to call it a screen. It was a running back in the area. It was a smart move by the quarterback because he threw it at his running back feet.
As soon as you say it, here it is. They're going to call it intentional grounding, loss of down, and back them up even more. It's going to be 4th and half a mile for the Panthers. So Lions, Wydell Clark already.
Well, let's talk to the running back area. And by the way, that was Dylan Berryman. Excellent penetration to make that play.
Well, Berryman just tackles them all.
He blew through, yeah. Jacobs, what did you see on that? Did they have him back in the area?
They didn't have anyone in the area. And that's why I wonder what took so long for them to call it.
somebody was acting like me, like
well, it was lineman.
Trying to make him a running back.
Was it lineman or running back? Yeah, I mean, that's what it comes down to. So it's 4th and about 25, 28-yard lines. Panthers out. Set the punt. Their last punt was 10 yards. Wydell Clark standing at his own 42, set to return. Lions need to do something with this next drive.
They got a punt to Wydell.
All right, there's a snap. Ooh, they almost got him. High punt, good punt, and it's going to take a Sterlington bounce. And, man, that thing's going to go for a mile down to the 25-yard line. He punted at his 25, and it went to the Ouachita 25. Holy cow.
So that's the punts I was seeing in warm-up.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
How you come out here and do that nonsense we saw last drive, and this time it almost got blocked. So,
yeah, it was close. In fact, I thought we were going to have a roughing the kicker or whatever, but they held on to him and kind of held him up.
And it was high. It was wobbling in the air, hard to track. You kind of want your guy to feel that, to stop that bounce, but
all right.
Better safe than sorry.
1st and 10, Ouachita at their own 25. That's where they will start this possession. The 3rd possession of the game. We still have no score. 1:42 left in this El Tio Jose first quarter. Receivers in close. Connor.
Look how many people
in
they got in the
shotgun.
line. They got 3 down linemen, 1, 2, 3, well 4. Then they have 2 outside linebackers walk down because we have a bunch.
He clapped his hands, looked to the sideline. Now he claps his hands again. This is it. Dade gets a handoff. That looks like Cam. And he's going to get about 6 yards, maybe 7 on the play. And, yes, that is Cam, number 6.
Yep. Change the pace back, come in. And we'll take that right off that right side edge. Make them make a tackle.
Cam Williams, the running back, 5'6", 184. We are broadcasting from the Allied Roofing studio in the Sterlington visitor stands here. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Man in motion is Battle from right to left.
It's man.
Connor takes a snap, hands off Dade. Dade's hit immediately, or that's Cam actually. And he may have gotten the first down though. He got a yard or so, but I don't know if it's enough.
Yeah, that's an excellent tackle there from 23 to Marion Birch. His brother actually plays fullback. Two ball players there for Sterlington. It's going to be 3rd and short. We got to pick this up.
Yep, 3rd. We're going to call it a couple. 3rd down and a couple to go. Connor.
Oh, yeah, they bringing pressure.
Waiting now for the play to unfold.
Freeze count, they'll jump.
3rd down and 2. Fake to Dade. Connor keeps it. He's got the first down and more. Gets out to the 43-yard line. That's a Chris Lewis-Coney connection first down.
I like that. And so you have the jet sweep motion. He's reading it. The quarterback is. It's power. He pulls it, goes right inside. That's going to be open on that because they're going to respect that motion. And it's a quick hitter. I love that play.
Lions have a good drive going here with no penalties so far. They've got it 1st and 10 at their own 43, 12 seconds, 11 seconds. Not sure this play will get off in time, but we shall see.
I think we're going to play.
Man in motion left to right is Wydell Clark. There's a snap. They do get it off. Fake to Dade. He's under pressure. Connor is.
Wow.
He gets away from it. Connor's looking to throw.
Give him a shot.
And there's one deep. Caught at the 21-yard line.
Yes.
Caught. That is
Kevon Whitlock on that play.
number 2.
Balling. I mean, if they playing man like that, Montreal, first of all, had to make a circus play to make the edge rusher miss. Ball time, if man on man, his back is turned, throw it up, let your guy make a play on the ball.
And he made the play.
Yes.
And that's 2 and 3 different receivers that are able to make that kind of a play. Chris Lewis-Coney connection first down, and that will be at the Panther 21-yard line. That is the end of the first quarter. We will go ahead and take a quick break. We will be back. You're tuned into the Ouachita Lions on the Ouachita Sports Network, powered by Creed and Creed.
Randall Garvin's Captain Avery Seafood and Specialty Meats is now open. 2 incredible and delicious institutions now under one roof. Fresh cut steaks, stuffed meats, and wraps.
He's got fresh seafood of every kind, along with boiled shrimp, barbecue ribs, sausage, and chicken. Plus, there's always grab-and-go dishes if you're not cooking.
Randall's is also taking ham and turkey orders for the holidays.
Randall's Captain Avery Seafood and Specialty Meats, 1 block off 165 at 2607 Fur Rand, Monroe.
Hi, I'm Melanie, class of 2018.
Hi, I'm Matthew, class of 2020. And our dad owns Mel's Towing.
We don't want your arm and leg, we just want your toe.
343-9998.
Go Lions!
Built to last and backed by integrity, Allied Roofing is your trusted veteran-owned roofing company in Monroe. quality service and professional installation make them your best choice for roofing solutions. Allied Roofing is ready to provide you with dependable, quick, and customized roofing services that suit your needs 24/7. Visit them online at alliedroofingco.com or call 257-6107. Allied Roofing, proud supporters of Ouachita football.
Action here, quick pass by Connor looking in the end zone. Caught! Wydell Clark tipped the ball to himself with one hand, brings that ball down. Touchdown, Creed and Creed touchdown, Wydell Clark.
And so they're running man with every now and then they'll get in single high, man on the edge. You're not covering Wydell like that. So straight go route, puts it on a rope, a little bit high, tips it to himself.
He did.
But he got inside, got right inside of it.
Unbelievable the way he couldn't get the ball down, so he gets one hand up, tips it to himself, touchdown. Swinging gate, Lions going for two, caught, touchdown. It's Seneca Battle on the two-point conversion. Lions lead 8-0. That was that swinging gate formation. Everybody's used to the swinging gate going to the left side, but Odie Fremont is left-handed, so he.
Start.
What?
False start on. I don't think we all got set. Jacobs, is that what they're saying?
Yeah, false start. They calling on Seneca Battle. Anyone set?
Well, okay.
We tried to go quick, tried to catch him off guard. Got to get set for a second, though.
All right. Well, I bet now an extra point's going to be worked out here.
I love how aggressive we are, though. Most people run that swinging gate and they don't use it.
Right, but Lions do.
Yeah.
Hernandez in to kick the extra point to make this 7-0. First play of the second quarter. Scores. Hernandez kick is up. It looks good.
No good.
It's not.
No good.
It is no good. He missed that one. 6-0 after one full quarter, and the Lions lead it. Not the score we were expecting, Des.
So think about it. We went from getting 2 points to not getting any points.
That's right.
Right.
That's
right.
With
that not
that
getting
penalty
set.
was that bad.
Yeah, it's a hurtful penalty. But regardless, big time play. What we have to say is we have to let our big time players make plays. And if they're gonna play us the way they plan us, which they have been going too high shell, and we got to run them out of that. But then they'll jump in, they'll play single high safety and be man on the edge. We got to throw.
Man, watching Clark, though, tip the ball to himself in the end zone because the ball was too high for him. He took care of that himself. Touchdown. 6-0. Lions lead it.
And it was just so casual.
It was. Like his day at the office.
Yeah, he caught it and didn't even celebrate. Like, yeah, that's what I do. I got it.
That's what he does. I can't wait for him to get some offers. He deserves some big offers coming.
Big money.
Here comes Cam Gale to kick. And another high pooch kick. For some reason, they're not going deep. And that kick will be taken at the 20. He is trying to return it. Gets a block or two. He's out to the 30. Still on his feet at the 33, 34. And that's where Sterlington will start. First down and 10.
Okay, he tried to do that. Now, we didn't know if it was a planned pooch kick or not. That was a planned sky kick. And it looks like we're trying to pin them deep. We're not afraid of their athletes back there. We're trying to kick it high and let our defense get down in time to pin them deep.
Lee Edwards-Moss' sideline report from the touchdown to all the action afterwards. Catch us up, Coach Jacobs.
Like Dad said earlier, what they're doing is we start running, they start trying to come down, bring that safety with one high safety. So, of course, we had to out-athlete them by giving the ball to our athletes and see if they can cover.
All right, thank you, Coach. Here come the Panthers, 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Receiver to the left, Breen under center, and they pitch out to the man. It's that toss sweep again to the man in motion. He's going to get 5.
Yeah, and I am not liking how we're defending it at times because we don't have an alley player coming downhill to force back inside. So he's one broken tackle away from taking that thing up the hash.
2nd down and 5 for the Panthers. 11:22 left to go in the CFM Enterprises second quarter. Lions on top, 6-0. We want to say thank you to all of our sponsors, man. This broadcast is made possible because of you. Panthers are in tight with one receiver out. Hand off left side, not much there. He'll get a couple. It's going to bring up 3rd and short.
And so it looks like we're chopping now.
It's hard to see who got the ball.
But that's what they tell you. If your interior linemen or D tackles aren't doing a good job against the dive or the veer, they'll take it, just chop, make a big pile. And there was a gigantic pile there for the dive to try to step over.
Ball is at the 44-yard line. 3rd down and 1. Lions substituting there.
Yeah, big Cam coming in for the defense. Cam Allen. 313-pound, 6'2" senior or junior.
Yeah, just put him in A gap. That's all you need to do to block that one. All right, Panthers on 3rd down and 1. Handoff left side, got the first down and more. Again, just able to get through. So Panthers have a first down close to midfield, right on the 50.
As a defensive lineman, this is killing me.
It's hurting your feelings, huh?
Watching them run through our D-line like wet paper towels.
And that's surprising because Lions have, they're allowing 12.5 points per game on defense. Of course, Panthers haven't scored yet.
Yeah, I just wish I could see the end zone shot so I can actually see the gap that is hidden in, but I believe it's hidden not quite A gap, right at an angle off A gap, like a veer.
1st and 10 at the 50. Man in motion going all the way out to the receiver position. Now he's going to get set now. Breen under center. Now a man in motion. Left to right. He wants to throw.
Got the big ball. He wide open.
Got a man open at the 25, 20, 10, 5. Sterlington scores. No flag.
Man, and you got to know that play is going to come eventually. You only got a couple of shot plays out of this offense. They run the play action. You got an over route from the tight end, and you take your X receiver and you run him on like a skinny post. And I don't know if we fell down. We got caught with our eyes in the backfield, but he didn't have a person within 20 yards.
No, but all he had to do was just catch and trot into the end zone.
Coach Jacobs, did he fall?
Nah, they went with that motion. Everybody overflowed, and the guy would just they slipped the guy backside up the seam, and he was wide open.
Eye discipline.
Swinging gate formation for the Panthers.
And now because of that extra point, man.
That's right. This extra point will give them the lead.
Sorry about
Snap, placement, up. It's a fake. Now he's going to throw.
Got him too.
And it's going to be in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. So the snapper, the holder, picked that ball up, spun around, looked for his receiver in the end zone, and just like that, it's 8-6. Sterlington leads the Lions.
Man, and cheeky little sneak there by them.
It was a sneak.
Little play action there. And we weren't ready. They had 2 guys wide open in the back of the end zone. And they was like, we'll see your fake, but we'll execute it and actually get set.
Oh, by the way, the holder is Breen, the quarterback. So, it's not like some random holder threw that ball. He is the quarterback, and that's why he's there.
Yeah. But just point of emphasis, the holder, he couldn't have had his knee down because if he caught it as a holder,
that's right. He'd be down. That's right. But again, you got to pay attention and catch that.
But hey, we got a ball game here.
Yes, we do.
So now athletes got to make plays. Caught a slip.
No doubt. One thing about that offensive side of the ball, Coach Breen and Coach Foster, they're going to coach those guys up.
Yep.
They're going to be prepped.
Very valid.
All right, Sterlington ready to kick this ball off. 9:46 left in this CFM Enterprises second quarter. Panthers lead 8-6.
And now the pressure's all back on us, Mike.
High pooch kick. Lions go up and get it. Hit as he comes down, but he hangs on to that ball. It'll be Lions 1st and 10 in good field position at around the 35.
My goodness, Mike. Remember that play? That was scary, and that was 22 for the Lions there that caught that. R.J. Brown there, the junior.
Thank goodness for that.
Yes, that was a hard play. He didn't call a fair catch. That's
No.
the only thing he could have did different that would have got him some protection. But, man, whew.
What he should have done is go up and block and let the guy behind him
exactly.
fair catch it.
Exactly.
That's what made it so scary.
It was scary because that hit could have easily
because for that line, the rule is, right, you don't back up.
Exactly.
Here come the Lions, 1st and 10 at their own 33. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Cam is in, kind of lined up in the slot there. Dade is in the, no, that's not Dade back there either. Connor in shotgun. Yes, it is Dade. He's in motion.
He open.
Connor's looking, got a man downfield. Incomplete. Different route run there than he was expecting.
So we're trying to throw the back shoulder to the cynical battle. It was going to be 8-on-8, man on man. I like that matchup, but it's just the ball was a little off.
Second down and 10.
Sorry, Mike. We just can't get out of our skis. We do what we do, and you can get a little uncomfortable with the scoreboard.
I'm uncomfortable with the scoreboard.
Yeah, and try to do something that you normally don't do.
Same formation, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Connor's back in shotgun. Snap, handoff. Nope, fake the handoff to Dade. Connor keeps it, and they tackle him for a loss. You hear all that noise coming from the home side across the way. That's going to be a loss of 3.
Yeah, that Birch kid is a problem, Mike. 2-3. He's their one big-time player on defense, and he's been making plays. Penetration all night. We tried to run that power read again, and he was there. He sniffed it out, shot a gap.
3rd down and 13 for Ouachita. Ball is between the 30 and the 31. Panthers on top, 8-6.
Just didn't want to. You couldn't afford a 3-and-out after that big explosive drive they just had.
2 receivers lined up on the left side. Wydell Clark's on the far right, next to the Sterlington sideline over there. And Connor wants a timeout. We will do the same. From the Allied Roofing broadcast booth, you're tuned in to Ouachita Lion football, powered by Creed and Creed. We'll be right back.
We're getting beat on both sides of the ball up front.
Hi, I'm Chris Lewis, the proud owner of Coney Island Connection. For nearly 20 years now, we've served the Arklamists with our fast, friendly service and our famous chili cheeseburgers and our famous chili cheese dogs. Well, the chili is homemade. I'm asking you to stop by today and give us a try. We also serve hot tamales, roast beef po' boy, fried pickles, and much more. We even serve funnel cake fries here at Coney Island Connection on the corner of North 7th and Arkansas Road.
Back to action here, Dell Ashley Field on the campus of Sterlington High School. Sterlington has taken it to Ouachita. They lead 8-6.
Yep, and right now they're owning the line of scrimmage.
And the Lions have 3rd down and we'll call it 12. Receiver to the right, and 2 receivers to the left.
Changing the play. Looking at the shell of the defense.
And the defense changes too after he goes to change the play.
Yeah, well, they didn't have a guy over there.
They sure didn't. So Dade switches to the other side, goes in motion right to left. Connor back to pass. Got a man over the middle. It's Cam. He catches it, but he's only going to get 2 yards. It's going to be 4th and 10.
Yep, tried to run the screen to Cam. It was a quick development play. They didn't even give him a chance to really get upfield. They stayed home. And that's a 3-and-out there. So that's big time for Sterlington. Now they're going to get this ball back. 8 minutes left to go in the second half with the opportunity to go up.
In great field position.
Yeah. Unless we get a great punt by our senior punter there, Trey Johnson.
This will be his 1-2-3, 3rd punt of the night. He's got 2 nice ones already. There's a snap back to Johnson. Johnson to punt. Another nice one, high ball, and they're going to let it go. So it's going to take a Ouachita bounce all the way down to the. He punted that one from his own 32, and they'll down it at the 30. Great punt, 42 yards for Johnson.
Beautiful. They didn't even have a guy deep, it looked like.
No, well, they did.
He just went right over his head, huh?
Yeah, he didn't even go after it.
That's a good sign. You better back up, baby.
That's right.
With Trey Johnson out there.
Panthers on their own 30-yard line. They lead 8-6.
All right, and also keep in mind, we're down. We got a turnover. We got the ball.
That's right.
In plus territory.
And didn't
and
score.
Went backwards.
That's right. Now, Lions did win the coin toss, so they will get the second half kickoff. But there's 8:03 left in the CFM Enterprises second quarter. And like I said, Sterlington on top. Here come the Panthers. Breen under center. Split backfield behind him. In fact, he's got 3 of them back there.
We're not lined up correctly.
There's a snap. Hands off right side.
Yep, Brandon
gets
Bruce
a couple.
And so Brandon Bruce from his linebacker position, he's not liking the way his D tackles are lined up. He had to make the play in A gap. He had to step up and essentially be a defensive lineman because we didn't line up right.
Give him a couple. 2nd and 8.
Beautiful tackle by him, though.
Yes, it is.
I shouldn't have to come up here on the line and make that play immediately. Now we're adjusting. We're getting Dylan out, bringing in 9-5.
A proud graduate of Ouachita High School's class
Hey,
of
this is a big down
1990,
right here, baby.
Paul Evans has been helping
How
families in the
important
toughest
was us not
times for
scoring on that
years.
turnover the first
That was
They
crazy.
find
Like, that was the
themselves
opportunity to
behind those
really
cinder
take
block
control
walls.
of the, set the tone
Call
for the game.
Paul.
And not only did we not score,
Paul
we went
Evans
backwards.
bail bonds.
I know.
267,
Right now, I'm not liking the offensive play
77-40.
calls.
Well, no, we're not
Protect
going
what
anything
matters
deep,
most
or
to
we-
you
we
and
gotta
find
keep-
out the many
hang on,
ways
hang on,
you
hang on,
can
hang on,
benefit.
hang on.
100% free tuition and fees to all state colleges. Job training in over 150 different career fields, healthcare, pay, and much more. The Louisiana Army National Guard. Part-time service with lifelong benefits. Find out more by visiting www.lang-recruiting.com.
Don't tell me.
That man, excuse me, is that Odie Fremont again?
It is Odie Fremont. That ball bounced. He scooped it
No,
right
that's
up.
Jeremy. That's Petey Jones. That is
See?
Petey Jones. The 6 looked like a 0.
It does.
Petey Jones that time. The ball, I don't know if it was a bad snap. It bounced. Petey caught it off the bounce from his end position. Woo, that's a big play, Mike. Now we got to take, this
is where you've got to make something happen. You've already got the plus field. You're already at the Panther 37-yard line. You've got 37 yards away of taking the lead and 5 minutes left in this second quarter.
Got to make something happen.
Right now. So second turnover of the night. Turnovers by David's Mobile Wash and Detail. There's a snap. Handoff to Dave. Tries right up the middle. He'll get 3, maybe 4.
We'll take that. And, he slipped in the backfield.
He did.
But what I'm seeing their ends are doing a good job of establishing an edge for us, for Sterlington. We're not really getting a push on our edge.
Second down and 7 for the Lions.
Do it again.
They're at the Sterlington 34. Lions moving right to left. Receiver to the left, receiver to the right.
Got to keep running.
Connor takes a snap, fakes a handoff to Dave, keeps it himself. He's not going to get much. He tried to ease his way into that gap, and they closed in quickly, and looks like no gain.
So, look, they have 2 high safeties. We have got to be able to run out of that look. And right now, we got a body on the body, but they are winning the matchup.
They are.
On the line.
And they're winning on the score.
Yep.
8-6 Sterlington lead.
They say calm down. Look, we got 2 plays to get 6 yards here.
Third down and we'll call it 6.
I'd run it again.
Receiver to the left, receiver to the right. Connor looks up to the sideline for the play.
You got 3 guys giving signals.
Yep, and only one of them's true, but which one is it? Connor knows.
To the right side.
Man in motion is Clark. High snap. Connor comes down with it. All he can do is run, and all he's going to get is maybe a yard out of that.
God.
That was a super high snap.
And it looked like they were trying to run maybe some type of a power sweep off the right side to the QB anyway. He had the blocking set up. Man, you can't afford that.
I just can't believe it, how ineffective the Ouachita offense is looking against this Sterlington defense.
They're playing good. They're winning the battle up front.
Basically no gain, 4th and 6. 4th down, Lions are going for it. They're at the Panther 33. 4 minutes left in this CFM Enterprises second quarter. Panthers on top, 8-6. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
You got to get your big players involved.
4th down. Snap to Connor. He's under pressure. Got a man downfield, overthrown. I'm not even sure if he saw it. It was Battle is who it was intended for. So the Lions get a second turnover and turn it right back over on downs.
Yep, trying to hit Battle there on a slant, and he was covered up. It would have been a great catch if he made it, but he sailed it. I was hoping we was going to give him a 2-way go, put him in motion, let Montreal have the opportunity to take off and run, but we use him in the pocket. We're gonna need Montreal to make some plays with his legs.
Well, when he does,
words out of my mouth.
But they just converge on him, Coach. I mean, they come after him, and I don't understand. I've not seen the team.
Well, here in that play when he's in the pocket, they got in there. He had space to take off and run, but he was stuck on that pocket pass.
Panthers back to the line of scrimmage. Breen under center, back to pass. He's
Hey,
first pass
going,
of
he
the
got him
night.
on the post.
Second pass, actually. Got a man downfield, and it is going to be incomplete.
Man.
Great coverage. I thought he might get a penalty, but he did not. Great coverage there, and
he's a little hurt there.
That is Dylan Jacob.
Yeah, Dylan Johnson.
Dylan
Johnson did an excellent job, man on man. Number 1 is a big kid. He looks about 6 foot tall. with some weight to him. They were all bumping and jostling each other. That's why they didn't get a penalty. They were fighting for position. If anything, could have been OPI. He bounced. Dylan had a better position for that ball.
He came up and was staggering like he took a shot to the head.
He might have hit his head on the ground. Hopefully not.
May have. We're hoping it's nothing like that. Maybe.
But remember that play if we're able to get them off the field, because we have to be able to. You're going to leave your DBs on an island because you got to have bodies committed to that veer.
They also had number 20 wide open again. I guess that was just a one read play.
Yeah, he saw his matchup he liked. And
yeah, he's sitting there on the ground, sitting up now, but he's holding his helmet, like his head is still spinning. Coach is out there, Phil Shaw out there.
We're gonna say it's something simple in cramps.
That's it.
Maybe neck.
Brain cramp, maybe.
Yeah. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hey, look, I had a coach. Don't you even whisper the word concussion, boy. You won't play for weeks. It's your foot, ain't it?
That's right. Yes, sir. It's my foot.
A great defensive play by Dylan Johnson. He stuck his hand in there and knocked that ball out.
He did. He's walking off the field with the trainer right now, so we'll check in on him later on. But
and look, he didn't panic. He, fighting for position, most people panic and grab and draw the penalty. He made a play on the ball.
He sure did. Sure did.
All right. Now look, put a pin in that play. We're able to get them off the field.
Incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. 3:38 left in the first half. Panthers lead 8-6.
They were going for the jugular with that play.
Yes,
call.
they were. That was the home run ball.
They trying to embarrass us on national TV. Remember that great white hype?
We're going to have to make some plays on special teams.
Yes, sir. Quick to the line of scrimmage. Green, quick snap. Hands off left side.
Goodness.
And he's got plenty of room to run. Got the first down almost at midfield. How does that even happen?
Missed tackles. He had a gap, but we had Mansfield in the gap coming downhill, who's usually very, very strong tackler, and he came up with air.
Defending state champion Sterlington Panthers are playing like that tonight. They've got 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. Fresh set of downs, 3:19. Clock is running. They're back to the line of scrimmage. I formation behind Breen. Hands off, first guy through. And again, he's got plenty of room. Got the first down. Still on his feet down to the Ouachita 30 to the 27. I mean, you hear the fans from Sterlington. We cannot tackle their guy.
Mike, we're going to get our butts beat if they can run dive.
And that is what it is.
And do that. And get past the first level, make a guy miss in the second level, and hit the sideline on us. They pulling A.J. Washington in. Obviously, they do not like what they're seeing out of their defensive tackles when you got your center coming in to play D-line.
Yeah. And there's timeout called by Ouachita. Lee Edwards-Moss, the sideline report. Coach, man, what is going on down there?
It goes back to what Dez and I both said, the keys of the game. We got to be able to get them off the field early, as well as we got to be able to tackle. We got to do those simple things, and right now we're not doing them.
Yeah, but it's second quarter, late in the second quarter. We should have adjusted by now. And, of course, we're hoping for halftime adjustments. Lions will get the second half kickoff.
Now, we need – look, it's 3 minutes left to go in this game. And if we don't adjust now, they're going to punch this thing in go up 2 scores.
No doubt.
And then all the pressure's on you now, Mike. You're on the field. You're away.
That's right.
In a quote-unquote trap game, playing a 3A opponent that would love to embarrass you.
And they are.
And you got to believe that. Ouachita knows that.
No doubt.
You have to take advantage and get up when you can and let them know you ain't even supposed to be on the field with us.
But being optimistic, I mean, when have we played a good first half?
Fair enough. True enough.
Fresh set of downs for the Panthers at the Ouachita 25-yard line. This drive started at the 30, what was it, the 33. And now they've got it 1st and 10. All the way inside Ouachita territory. Breen under center, one man behind him. And Breen keeps it himself, tries that left side. It's like whatever they do trying to stretch that play. You were talking about horizontal. That stretch seems to work. He picked up 4 yards on that one.
Well, that's the first time the QB has been able to do something when he pulled it. And that's on the end to set that edge.
And he did it without even a second option tailback back.
Right, that's right. It was pretty obvious. 2nd down and 6. Panthers picked up 4. They're right outside the 20-yard line. Clock is running. Well, 2:33.
Yeah, they want to score and not leave us any time to reply.
That's smart.
So this is, I don't know, your defense has to know the situation.
Snap.
False start.
Hands off up the middle, and again, they can't bring him down.
Got to bring your feet to the party. Right now, they want more than us. They're driving their feet. We're holding on, trying to arm tackle. We're looking lifeless right now as a defense.
They get all the way.
They're trying to script the ball more so to make the tackle.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that needs to stop.
That's the second guy needs to do that. The first guy has to secure the tackle.
Wrap him up.
Exactly.
1st and 10, Panthers in the red zone at the Ouachita 14. They already lead 8-6. 2 minutes left in the game, and here they are still driving. Breen under center. Man in motion right to left.
They did that a couple of times already. They still didn't call a false start.
No, they didn't. And Breen was stopped right there at the line, so no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yo, how's that not a penalty? Anyway, so they've blown a couple of false starts on us. The running back totally moved towards the line of scrimmage before the ball was
He can be in motion, but
he
can't
tried
move.
to stop. Yeah.
2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. And they're trying to milk every bit off that clock.
And I can't overstate. That's 5 yards, Mike.
Right.
5 yards is a killer for this offense.
Breen under center. Got a man behind him, man in motion also. He gets toss sweep. Got plenty of blocking. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. Pushed out of bounds at about the 3. But that's going to be 1st and goal with 1:06 left in this second quarter.
Hey, look, their wide receiver, I ain't going to name no names, took our corner and drove him into the end zone.
We're not setting the edge. They're outflanking us, and when they run that toss, a lot of times he's not getting touched. He's 7-8 yards down the field.
Yeah, too easy.
1st and goal from the 2. Panthers trying to score.
Flag
comes in.
Offsides on defense, it looked like. Was the penalty he called. So we can get an offsides penalty on us, but we can't get a false start when a running back takes off a second before the snap? All right. That's the least of our problems. We're not going to make that a deal. They driving the ball down our throat.
It is officially offsides. Half the distance will put that ball at the 1. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 1 with 1:06 left to play in the second quarter, and the lead 8-6 is Sterlington.
So unconventional, people would say, do you let them score so you can get the ball back and try to reply?
I would never let them score because you might get that fumble. You might get any turnover. You might get a scoop.
They about to score.
Yeah. Breen under center, one man behind him looks like Birch. He gets the handoff, and I don't know if he made it in.
He didn't make it.
He was at the 1. He may be at the half-yard line, but he did not get in. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. Clock is running with 55 seconds.
Which, if I'm Sterlington, I'm not mad at it. I got 3 more shots.
Yeah.
And we can take all that time off. Does Ouachita call the timeout to try to save some time? You know, we have 2 timeouts, I believe.
Well, we've seen what Connor DeClark can do. Here we go. Breen under center, keeps it himself, trying to punch in. He does not get in yet. There's a whistle. No.
They blew forward progress.
They blew, that's right. So it's going to be 3rd and goal. Now somebody called the timeout.
Sterlington.
Yes, timeout Sterlington. We'll take, no, we're not. 17 seconds left in this CFM Enterprises second quarter. 8-6 Sterlington lead. Sterlington's got 3rd and goal from inside the 1-yard line. They tried a toss sweep to get in, got close, and they tried 2 right off of right.
Where was this defense all night is what I want to know.
I don't know.
They run the dive, they run the QB sneak. There's no penetration. There's no push at all from their offensive line because we're stoning them up front. And this is the same offense they've been running. So if anything, it's like, hey, just do that when they own the 50.
Right. Great question.
Now, they did get a little conservative. They ran a QB sneak.
Yeah, I've noticed they have kept it. They have dropped on the exchanges because quarterback has kept more on this drive than any drive tonight.
I'm running my regular offense, you know.
This is the 6th possession of the night for Sterlington. Ouachita has had it 5 times. Sterlington leads 8-6, 19 seconds left. And 3rd and goal. Here come the Panthers.
QB sneak again. If he just jumps out and stretches the ball out or toss. Look, that's got to be false start.
A lot of people moved. And I still don't see a signal for a touchdown.
No flags. That's touchdown, Mike. And 12 seconds left. So, maybe they're snapping the ball, and that's why they're not calling false start. But I know the play before we were complaining about earlier, the ball was not snapped when that running back was moving.
It's been several plays where they just moved and not called a false start.
So with an extra point here, Sterlington takes a 2-score lead. It's already 14-6.
Yep, got to work cut out for us because, it's a ball controlling offense. They can really milk the clock.
The thing that's gotten me is how they have been able to stifle Ouachita's offense. Swinging gate formation for the Panthers. Now they go into their regular formation. Breen, as we have found out, is the holder. Snap placement, kick is up, and it is good. We have a 15-6 ball game. Panthers on top. You're tuned in to Ouachita Lions Sports Network, powered by Creed & Creed.
Hi, I'm Melanie, class of 2018.
Hi, I'm Matthew, class of 2020. And our dad owns Mel's Towing.
We don't want your arm and leg, we just want your toe.
343-9998.
Go Lions!
Hi, I'm Chris Lewis, the proud owner of Coney Island Connection. For nearly 20 years now, we've served the Oklahomans with our fast, friendly service and our famous chili cheeseburgers and our famous chili cheese dogs. Well, the chili is homemade. I'm asking you to stop by today and give us a try. We also serve hot tamales, roast beef po' boy, fried pickles, and much more. We even serve funnel cake fries here at Coney Island Connection on the corner of North 7th and Arkansas Road.
At Dell Ashley Field on the campus of Sterlington High School. Another pooch kick caught by the Lions, pushed out of bounds at about the 37, and no time ran off the clock, but looks like a second or two should have. But anyway, Lions will be about 63 yards away. Could the Lions do a 63-yard bomb? Absolutely. They've done it before, but not tonight.
You know what would be nice? If we had a minute left on the clock.
Well, we don't.
Look, a funny story. I watched Coach John Carr and Coach Fitzgerald have an argument versus we played Neville. Coach Carr wanted Coach Fitzgerald to let Neville score. And so we can have a chance to get the ball back and come back. Coach Fitzgerald said, I ain't letting them score.
Yeah.
And we ended up getting a goal line stand. There's a little bit more to that story, but it ain't safe for the radio.
Yeah,
I had to ask me about it afterwards, what he really said to Coach Fitz.
1st and 10, Lions with 11 seconds left. Kind of a prevent defense here for the Panthers. Dade gets a handoff, and he's having a hard time getting out of the backfield. All right, there he does. He goes. He crosses midfield, goes out of bounds. He's got time. He's to the 20, 10, 5, 1 second left.
1 second
left.
1 second on the clock.
Okay, he got down to the, let's see where they mark him out of bounds, but he was tiptoeing on the sidelines again, and that's what Dade can do in a game.
And why could we just score a touchdown?
Oh, my goodness, man. He was one person away from – that's crazy. Making the guy miss, that's backyard football. Oh, my goodness. We're going to have 1 second left.
They are going to put 1 second. That's right.
It was 1 second left.
That's right.
And the back judge was putting his hand up for one immediately.
All right, so do you kick the – they're going for the field goal here.
I like it.
Me too. Cam Gale out there to kick a 29-yard field goal.
Make it a one-score game.
That's right. I agree. So the ball, actually, he just moved it now. It's going to be a 30-yard field goal attempt.
Kick it.
Whistle blew before the snap.
They iced him.
They're going to ice that senior kicker.
15-9 is a much better score. I know that makes it a one-possession game there.
But what Dade just did is exactly – now, it was made possible because of a prevent defense.
Yeah.
So
he still had to beat somebody in the backfield. I don't understand
that's what I said,
crazy.
too.
It's been happening all night. Our edge has not been winning. They've been having penetration all night on the edge specifically.
All right, we're going to try this field goal after Sterlington called for the time out to ice the kicker. 30-yard field goal attempt. Cam Gale, the senior kicker.
Big 3 points here.
Yeah. It
changes the face of the game.
He came out for football a month ago. He's already kicked a 43-yarder last week.
He got ice in his veins, though.
Yeah, he better. We need the 3 points here.
He has it.
All right, waiting on the snap. Placement. Kick is up. It looks good. It is good. 15-9. Cam Gale hits a 30-yard field goal. Coach Jacobs about to talk to Benji Lewis here real quick. Go ahead.
Coach, we had 2 turnovers that we weren't able to capitalize on. How big was that?
It's huge, man. I thought that first drive there, we get the ball deep in their territory, get the turnover, not able to capitalize on that. Had a great little bit of special teams other than Oscar Hernandez missing that kick. Have our punter really doing a good job, and obviously to get back inside of a touchdown, to cut that inside right here at the half is great. Defensively, we're not seeing unbalanced sets that they're giving us. We've got to adjust to that better. The flex bone is something they toyed with but not really going to a lot. We've got to adjust for that, and offensively, we've just got to contend with the pressure that they're bringing.
Okay, so with them kind of, like you said earlier, they kind of owning us up front. How do we stabilize that? How do we make adjustments to that?
Well, we've got to get a guy in the bubble. That's what I'm saying. They're going 4 linemen to a side, and we're not recognizing that. We've got to see that, adjust our front, and I think we'll be in a little better shape there.
All right, Coach, good luck. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, that was very well explained there, and that's exactly what we've been seeing and trying to say.
So to reiterate what he's saying, they're running unbalanced. They're bringing a tackle over.
4 guys on one side.
Yeah, and so you're creating an extra gap. That's why we're not being able to set an edge. We literally don't have the alignment. They're outflanking us. We're beat by alignment from before the snap even happens.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Well, Coach, I mean, you've said the same thing. You've seen the same game we've seen, and it is very unlikely to see Ouachita get beat like this.
And see, Coach, like the thing he said is they're unbalanced and we haven't been recognizing it. And if my bet, if knowing Coach Foster, he looked at that Gina film and he saw what they were able to do to us, and that's what they worked on all week, and that's why they've been successful. Right. Now, the flip side of that is when we went in at halftime over Gina game, we were able to make adjustments and we stopped them.
Well, you did talk about the adjustments at the Bayou Jam, and that's what you're referring to, and that adjustment has got to happen here.
Well, let's talk about it. I think Coach Lewis is very clear on what needs to happen. We were able to get a big play from Macario Dade to get the 3 points,
That's
which
right.
changes the face of this game.
It
We get the
does.
ball back after half, right? We know what we need to do.
You got to score.
You come down and you score. Now all of a sudden, all that pressure that's on us is immediately on Sterlington. Now they start to think, oh my God, we had it in the bag, or we starting to let it, or we slipping on our big upset. I've been there before, and that's what we can do. But MJ Dade and them stopping that penetration that we're getting on the edge, that's going to be key.
But what made Dade so free to roam on that one? Coach, you saw it. He almost didn't get out of the backfield, but when he did, there were so many people, for that to stop the pass that he was able to run through him. You give him wide open, man, I'll take Dade any day.
Yeah, they were running straight prevent. So once he got past that first line of defense, all of the defenders were downfield, and he's in space, and you're not catching him in space. We did a good job blocking on the edge. We haven't even gotten the opportunity to get Dade in those situations before that.
That's right.
Because of our offensive line and what's going on.
Now, we've seen the Lions struggle for a series or two, usually early in the first quarter, until you figure out what's going on. But I've not seen the Lions struggle like this year. And, it takes either some really incredible planning by the opponent coaching or just very poor play by the Lions, or both.
Yeah, so what we haven't saw and what they've been able to stop is Connor's legs.
Oh, I was just about to say that. We got to be able to tackle, but most importantly, we got to have quarterback play that involves him running the ball.
But they're already swarming him when he does.
Well, we wanted one play that involves that, which is power read, and he's kind of handcuffed because he's got to go inside.
And I'm gonna say this: they're not swarming him. He's just not hitting the gap and getting downhill with the ball.
Okay.
Yeah. I can agree with that. It's got to be quick, and once he gets past that second level, it's athlete on athlete, and we're going to win that battle 2 times on Sunday.
Well, Lions.
He has to make the decision to put his foot in the ground and get vertical.
Lions are not going to the locker room. Panthers are in the locker room, but Lions are not. They're in the end zone there and just kind of chilling and hopefully having some very deep conversations about what's happening.
You know what I can't wait for?
Tell me.
It's for this right now. The Sterlington crowd is so jovial.
Yes, they are.
We're going to do it. You're starting to feel like deep down, I think we can do it. They didn't believe it when
they did it first half.
They didn't believe they could do it when they drove over here.
You're
now
right.
They're starting to believe. You know what's even better than that is people not believing and then starting to believe is when
and
you
then you
snatch
take it away.
You snatch it from them in the second half, and that's what I can't wait to see, which I do believe the Lions can do. We have been a second half team. We have kept it close and striking distance because it could have got out of hand there for a second, and we didn't let that happen. Now we come out and do what we do.
I would like to hope. I see Coach C. He's really passionate when he's talking over there to his quarterbacks right now. I would like to think he's telling Montreal exactly what I'm saying and what we're saying.
Well, look at the Captain Shreve game. It was 37-19, so Shreve did put up 19. I can't remember what the halftime score was, but at Wasserman, Wasserman coming over, they only scored 6. So, Lions allowing 12.5 points per game, yet the Panthers have 15 at the half.
Hey, but once again, we only allow 1 touchdown in the second half. all
That's
season.
true. That's true.
So statistics say they scored all their points.
Well, I'd love to think that.
And remember, that goal line stand, I wanted to let them score, but we did stop them 3 plays in a row.
Almost on the 4th one, too. Just about.
So
2 turnovers, no points.
That's exactly
remember
right.
that.
That's
Remember
exactly
so
right.
We spotted that. And you know what? Last week we got the turnovers and we got the points. So even though we weren't necessarily playing the best, we were opportunistic against Wiseman. Tonight we haven't been opportunistic. And Sterlington spotted us 2 extra possessions. Can't overstate that.
Well, but the Lions turned around and gave it to them on downs, though. Let's take a look at that. They punted, touchdown, punted, turned it over on downs, yep. And then they got the 30-yard field goal. Sterlington fumbled. First series, they fumbled.
Yeah.
Then they punted, touchdown plus 2-point conversion. They fumbled again, and then they scored that touchdown right before half.
The key to the defense, Mike, is going to be us stopping the dive. That's the engine.
Yeah, but that's one of the most basic plays in football.
I know, but it's a wheel play, and you have to stop. If they can run a dive, it opens everything else up. Then they can run the flex bone. They can come out and run tackle over and run a toss, and then run a PA to big ball to your wide receiver. But if the dive is being stopped, now everything else is sluggish. They're bread and butter. We have to take that one play away.
All right, both of you guys, talk about how their receivers have been open in the field. That's been unusual for the Lions to do that.
Well, it's because the dive. We committing all those players to the box, and now we have to man up on the edge.
Well, I'm fine with man-to-man coverage, but at first touchdown, there was nobody.
Oh, yeah.
Fundamental football. You run to open up the pass.
That's it, and that's what they did.
But the reason
that's what happened.
And the reason they are so open, because what happens? They lull you to sleep. And if your DBs are constantly having to come up and make tackles because you're not stopping it with your front box players, your front 8, then they're going to look in the backfield. They're going to start peeking, and that's what they did.
Sterlington Band on the field right now. Coach Bryant Jacobs, our Lee Edwards Mazda sideline reporter. Desmond Lighton over here. I didn't even get a chance to introduce you guys properly. I am Mike Downhour. Of course, Tile is over doing the video shoot over here, and we are going to go ahead and take a halftime break and come back in you guys, and we'll go over some of the possessions and take a look ahead at what's coming for the second half. Sorry. You're tuned in to the Ouachita Sports Network from the Allied Roofing broadcast booth. This broadcast is powered by Creed & Creed. We'll be right back.
I'm Christian Creed with Creed & Creed. We're proud to support Ouachita Parish High School because, like football, fighting for the win takes commitment, courage, and teamwork.
And that's what we build in our lines, both on the field and off. These young men work hard, they lead with heart, and they represent our community with pride.
At Creed & Creed, we fight for our clients the same way these athletes do every Friday night.
Thank you guys for supporting our Lions.
Remember, Creed & Creed is all you need. Go Lions!
A proud graduate of Ouachita High School's class of 1990, Paul Evans has been helping families in the toughest times for years. You find yourself stuck behind those cinder block walls? Call Paul. Paul Evans Bail Bonds, 267-7740.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see him in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
Diamond Gun and Outdoor in Lakeshore. Clearly a cut above the others. Get ready for hunting season at your one-stop shop, Diamond Gun and Outdoors. Ammo, and check out the latest new and used rifles. Why hunt all over town when Diamond Gun and Outdoor in Lakeshore has everything you need?
A proud graduate of Ouachita High School's class of 1990, Paul Evans has been helping families in the toughest times for years. You find yourself stuck behind those cinder block walls? Call Paul. Paul Evans Bail Bonds, 267-7740.
And we are back. It is halftime at Del Ashley Field on the campus of Sterlington High School. Mike and Des are here, but we have a very special guest here. You might know him as Big Zig. Brennan Ziegler is his name. Man, welcome to the broadcast.
Man, I tell you what, it's been a while. Y'all done such a good job. Got Des in the booth, got you, Mr. Blake, got Coach on the sideline. You know, T-Lay does such a good job with the producing, man. Ouachita was one of the first ones to really get going with this, and it's an honor to help y'all out and have my students help y'all out with the graphics and everything.
And that's what I want to talk about is you're employed by Ouachita, and of course you do the digital media.
Yes, sir.
Kind of a broadcast type of. Talk to us about what you do and what you teach these students.
I'm teaching the students how to properly run Photoshop and Illustrator and how to take the graphic.
Man, they didn't have that class when I was in school. What about you?
No, that's a valuable class.
It is.
People pay big money for that.
That's right.
It's an elective, but it's not a easy A elective.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of rigor.
I'd like to have taken it.
It's tough. I mean, you get a certification tested by Adobe. I mean, you get a certification from Adobe and says, hey, you are now a certified pro.
And you can make money with that.
And that looks good on a resume.
Big money. So our big thing is we make banners. We just got a massive printer from Canon.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
We can print anything up for the school. We can do window signs. We can do school spirit stuff. We can do banners, like vinyl banners, that we do for our ACT test and our work keys and our ASVAB test for our students who make a certain score. We gift them a banner. And so I'm teaching my students on how to properly take the picture, take the headshot, cut the people out, cut the individual out, how to put it into the overlay, the template, and how to print and to lay it out.
All right, now I know enough just from day-to-day work. It used to be PowerPoint, and now it's Canva. But
Yes.
How does this combine with what you're teaching?
So we use Canva very early. Okay, so it's basically the training wheels. Photoshop is the is the Ferrari, as I put it.
Yeah, much more feature rich.
Oh, like if you can it's overwhelming very quickly. I tell the kids, oh look, there's tons of things that you can do with Photoshop that I don't even do. I work with what I do, and the fans at home see the stuff that y'all post and what Mr. Rick does, for the coaches show and everything, all the graphics, the broadcasting soon. That's my students' input. I'm doing the work, but the students are going, oh, okay, let's do this. Can we do this to this? Because they're not yet there, but they're going to be.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to keep them, and the school has been so gracious.
Well, we needed somebody like you to come along because when Coach Fitzgerald was here, he and I used to do the pregame and the regular coaches show in that little broadcast studio that you guys have.
Wow.
And I haven't been back there in years.
Well, you need to come visit.
I do need to.
We have a section. We have a section for video that we do our morning news, what we call the roaring news.
Okay.
I hit them with the teachers send in the announcements. I have to make daily announcements. I hit them with the dad joke. You know what today?
Here we go.
Hey, you know what the dad joke today was?
What?
Did you hear about the new restaurant on the moon?
No.
Great food, but just no atmosphere.
So we got a real AV department now.
Oh yeah, we do.
Man,
we do. And the SGA helps us out. They come in at 7:15 every morning to come film.
Wow.
And we just do it on the little Osmos Pocket 3, the little gimbal.
Yeah.
So we work on that. We work on that. I get it posted about 7:30. The first hour teachers show it. I also post it to the kids' Google accounts. Then we just crank out graphics and everything like that.
Man,
Is there where the name Big Zig come from? I mean, you're not you're not a small fella.
Well, he had a little bit of a football career too.
Okay, so me and Dez actually busted heads against each other all throughout. We graduated same year. I never forget senior year at senior night at West Ouachita. We're playing Ouachita when they were in our district at Woe. And it was wet, nasty. I had my beat on Dez on the counter. I come down the line. He goes, nope, boom. Swims over me, makes the tackle for loss. So, Dez, you were – I'll never forget that. But then again, I saw you play on Saturdays. I'm like, there's a difference. So
I remember that. I remember that. He was ready too. You think I'm going to let this guy with all his head of steam?
Well, Mike, I was also the guy that had the face pain and the
you were that guy.
I was that dude.
Okay.
I was that dude. But – I coached at West Ouachita, coached at several different schools. It was my time to get out of it. And I did graphics for West Ouachita, and I quickly figured out that graphics are only good as the pictures you take.
Yep.
And then I got me a camera, started working, got to meet the famous Tom Morse. Timo. Love him. God love him. I hope he's listening. Love you, big dog. Actually, we basically just hit it off. He gave me homework. He says, now if you don't listen, I'm done teaching.
Well, that sounds
and I listened.
Yep.
So, but the name comes from, I'm not the smallest dude.
Okay, well, I get that part.
Okay, I played O-line my whole life. Everybody's called me Zig.
Okay.
Okay, everybody's called me, Big Zig, so I wanted to be different. I said, I'm going to add the 2 G's. So I go B-I-G-G, Z-I-G-G.
Look at him.
And just it's all about branding.
There you go.
It's all about branding, right, Dez?
Absolutely, man.
It's all about branding.
You got a beautiful brand, and we're grateful to have you, man.
I'm excited.
I'm jealous. I wish I had that opportunity.
It's funny coming over from West Ouachita as either the coach or Mr. I come over to Ouachita, it's Mr. Big Zig.
Mr. Big Zig.
So I come in, I love it. The kids, I don't get upset about it. It's not disrespect because I know what the kids are meaning. Yeah. I have thoroughly enjoyed the move over. I've only been there since December or January, and like I said,
we see on social media. We see the difference you're making. Thank you for making that difference.
Yes, sir.
And the team's already out here, so we got to go. But, yes, sir, thank you for what you do, and we'll see you around.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Glad you're a Lion, baby.
That is Big Zig. I'm glad I finally got to meet him and talk to him and really get a chance to share with you guys what he does and how he does it. So, Ouachita's blessed to have him.
All right, I ain't going to lie, Mike. I'm a little nervous.
Well, yeah, join the club,
I'm nervous, but for a different reason. It's like I just don't know what I'm going to see in the second half. I mean, in this first drop in the offense. I do believe we can make the adjustments as a defense. Let's do our chiropractic adjustments.
Martinez chiropractic halftime adjustments. I know we talked a little bit about it, but it's time for the Martinez chiropractic halftime adjustments. If you're feeling out of whack, let Martinez chiropractic check your back. Call for an appointment, 654-4310. For the Lions to win this game, Des, what adjustments do they need to make?
We need to adjust and tackle. When they do the tackle over, we need to recognize it, get lined up properly so we can set an edge. And when they run and dive, for goodness sake, smack them in the mouth on defense. And on offense, we have to start winning the offensive line so MJ Day could establish a little bit of a base run so we can go deep on them. But you have to run the ball to open up the pass.
Absolutely.
And we need Montrell to run.
Run, Montrell, run.
Yep.
Coach Jacobs, Lee Edwards Mazda sideline, man. How did the team come back out, and how do you feel down there?
It's straight business mindset. I kind of observed them in the end zone as each coach was talking to their group, and they were talking with those pads, with that passion and that aggression and discipline and selflessness. So, hopefully we come out and score the ball.
All right, Lions won the coin toss, and they deferred to the second half. So this is where the payoff happens. Sterlington is winning at halftime, 15-9. Lions got called for a motion penalty on a 2-point conversion. That was good, and then missed the extra point. So that's where their 6 came from. And Sterlington converted on a fake, for a 2-point conversion, and that's where the 15 came from. And then on the next to last play of the half is where Dade broke a big one down there, and then Cam Gale was able to kick a 30-yard field goal. 15-9. That's where we are.
And I saw Coach Lewis giving the side judge a 1-4 about them false starts.
Well, that's something they need to check on. Another pooch kick, same guy, same place, and they take it at the 32, but he's going to run it this way. 35, he's to the 40, still on his feet. That's Wydale Clark to the 45. Great field position for the Lions. Here come the Lions. Let's see what adjustments were made at halftime.
We already saw an adjustment.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, they took Wydale and they put him on the second level there, Mike, so he can catch that pooch punt.
And he did, and he got a return. So 1st and 10 Lions, they're already at their 45-yard line. They trail by 6.
Hey, Coach Jacobs, that made me feel better already. We doing something.
No doubt. And I was just telling Coach Lewis's dad that I say we hope they put Whitell up front so he can catch it and get a turn for return.
There we go.
Great field position.
All right, here come the Lions' first play of the third quarter, brought to you by North Monroe Baptist Church. 2 receivers to the left. Connor in shotgun, hands off to Dade. Dade's trying up the middle, still on his feet. Dade's got some running room, keeps those legs going. He gets a gain of 8 into Panther territory.
So this time, and it looked like Coach Jacobs saw a face mask, and MJ Dade's helmet, he is coming off the field because it was such a bad face mask they grabbed his helmet. But what they didn't have that time, they didn't have any penetration off that backside edge. So when he did run the duo inside, he could cut it back.
Man, forget that gain of 8. They moved it forward. Chris Lewis, Coney Island connection, first down, 1st and 10 at the Panther 45. 2 receivers to the right. Connor hands off Dade again. Dade tries up the middle. I'm sorry, Cam. That's Cam. That's right.
Yeah.
And he'll get a gain of about 3, maybe 4.
And now Dade is coming right back in. He had to come off because of the helmet came off. Should have been another 15 yards. But this is what you want to see. This is the offense we know we can do. We can own those trenches. We can run the ball on them.
All right, Panther took his helmet off for some reason, put it right back on. The officials stopped the play. He's got to go sit out.
They say, and that's their end now. That's big number 90. Now they got a different end coming in. It looked like he's playing in. So now, wherever he at, I'm running at him.
Connor and Dade are in the backfield.
But they tell him to play right now. He don't even know what to do.
Seneca Battle is the receiver on the right. Clark, the receiver on the near side. Here come the Lions. 1st and 10.
He got a hold.
Dade up the middle. Dade's got some running room. Dade's got a Chris Lewis, Coney Island connection. First down to the 32. It looks like the Lions have made adjustments. Looks like the Lions have woke up. Let's turn it into points.
And look, they ran right at that new end.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. 1st and 10 at the 32. This drive started at the Ouachita 45 when the Lions put Clark into where they were kicking the ball. Guarantee you that changes for the next one.
Yeah, they punched this in, all the pressure shifts.
2 receivers to the right.
Look at that line of scrimmage. Now we can go deep.
Battle in motion.
0 coverage.
Left to right. Dade gets the handoff again. Trying to face mask big time. And then they pull him down by horse collar. There's got to be a penalty in there somewhere.
Now the ref is telling them. To throw the flag. I don't know. He's messaging it to his face. Jacobs, what is that umpire official saying to him?
He said he had it, but he didn't pull it. Come on, man. That's a face mask.
His face turned.
I saw it.
His whole face turned.
Well, he gets a gain of 3 after all of that.
But look, we got to see that. They put 13 people on the line of scrimmage. We got to throw when they run a line like that.
That's 2 missed face mask calls.
2 receivers to the right. Connor. Bad snap.
Get the ball. Run.
Dade picks it up, and he's just going to take off running, and he's going to try to make something out of it. He'll get to the 30. They'll lose about a yard on the play, but it was a bad snap, and Connor couldn't find the handle, but Dade did.
So, look.
Now we got 3rd and 8.
We're shooting ourselves in the foot here, and they haven't stopped us just on us right there. They had the perfect defense on for that play before, and we still were able to get positive yards.
3rd down and 8. The Lions have done a lot of things right on this drive. They've got to keep this going.
Don't matter if you don't get points, though.
That's right. You're right. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Still in 3rd and long.
Connor in shotgun. There's a snap to him. He's looking to throw. Got a man downfield.
Got him.
It is Kevon Whitlock. He dropped it, but that should be
an
interference call. It is against Sterlington. So that will give the Lions a Chris Lewis, Coney Island connection first down inside the red zone. And that call definitely, it was the right call. Yeah. But that helped because.
Now, I'm going to say something that's going to be a little controversial.
We still should have cut it.
He still should have caught it, yes.
Yes.
And they were both hand fighting. Sometimes you don't get that call because Kevon was trying to kind of arm bar him. And when you arm bar them, sometimes they'll let you hold. They'll let you hold on to not lose your space.
So Lions, this is the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
I like that though. If they're gonna give us that look, you throw that ball up there and you give Kevon a chance to make a play.
Well, these are those Martinez chiropractic adjustments, and it is definitely working. 1st and 10. And this is going to be Dade gets a handoff, tries up the middle. Dade's to the 5-yard line. Dade's down to the 2-yard line. That's probably enough for a Chris Lewis Coney Island connection. 1st and goal.
Yep.
It is.
Do it again. Get him in the end zone.
It's Dade's turn.
Yep.
This is his drive.
Get him in the end zone, inside zone there. What I notice here, the offensive line is creating gigantic gaps. He did not have to stop his feet in the backfield that time.
which is the exact opposite of what happened in the first half.
They're saying Cam be ready, so hopefully Dade scores right here.
Here we
We're
go.
gonna pull, it looks
There's
like.
a snap. Dade gets a handoff. Dade's trying to push his way in.
Got to be 6.
He's down at the 1.
Do it
One to
again.
the 1.5 yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1.
Man, he was right there.
It looked like he got in.
It looked like he got in, Mike. He lowered his head. But, you know, they ain't giving you nothing close here. I'm running it again.
Here we go. Back to 2nd and goal. And it's going to be handoff Dade. Dade's got it in. Walking. Lions score and take the lead back over. They had it early on, and now they've got it again. It is a 15-15 ball game right now.
Yeah, we ain't took the lead yet. Flag.
They trying to call false start on us.
Oh, that's crazy. That's insane.
That's why the points aren't on the board. Ooh.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to be salty. All them illegal procedures they ain't called on Sterlington.
And they're going to call that
Did you see? What'd you see?
Pull
Did
the
you see?
touchdown back.
Did you see movement, Jacobs?
I didn't see movement at all.
It looked clean to me.
If it happened, it must have been on the outside.
But here's the thing. They've been letting it go if it's close.
Well, not that time. 2nd down and goal from the 6.
Just call it even. If you're going to let a little movement go, call it even. Do it again.
2nd and goal. Touchdown comes off the board.
We got to get our snap down. It's been high.
And that one's a little bit high, too. Connor's going to keep it. Now he wants to throw. Connor's going to keep this one, and he's going to try to punch it in. He does not make it in. He gets back down to the 1. He gets that 5 yards back, but it'll be 3rd and goal from the 1.
Man, you got to die for the pylon there, Mike.
He has to score.
You got to score that, man. He saw the contact coming. I don't know if he shot. I ain't going to say that. He ain't never shot away from contact. But I don't know if he wasn't running full speed.
Well, I think he wanted to throw it, and then once he passed
once he decided to run, he wasn't running full speed. I don't know if he didn't notice the guy or what.
3rd and goal. Ball has been
Hey, we got to play
between the 1 and the 2.
Give it to your boy.
Connor is under center.
Oh,
it's going to be handoff. Looks like Cam on that right side.
Don't look like he. Oh,
he's
got
still
the end zone.
fighting.
That's touchdown. Well, no, he's in the end. Cam came away in the end zone. You got a better view than us, Coach Jacobs.
It is not a touchdown. It's 4th down.
It was tough to see from where I'm standing. Is a bunch of power. I thought we probably got in.
It looked like he got his whole body in the end zone. Run it again.
But you know, I'm gonna be a little biased on that.
We definitely biased. We ain't gonna lie to you, but if it looked like he in, it like he in. It looked like his whole body went in the end zone. I thought Dade got in earlier.
Yeah.
When they say he was down.
Well, 4th and goal. We've got a timeout on the field. We'll take a quick 30-second break, just 30, and we will be right back. You're tuned in to Ouachita Sports Network, powered by Creed & Creed. Del Ashley Field on Sterlington High School's campus. And my goodness, we see 4th down and goal as they have taken that touchdown run away with the penalty. And anyway, 4th and goal from about the 1.5 yard line. Lions are going for it.
Absolutely. And we got to punch it in. There's no other option if they want to win this game of getting 6 right here. Because here's the thing, Sterlington's offense is perfectly fine getting the ball on the half-yard line.
And grinding it out for 9 minutes.
Absolutely. This ain't, usually say, at least we can get the ball back. No.
Well, there's big Dylan Berryman going in.
Hey,
it's the heavy package. Heavy package going in here now.
And they got Dade in the backfield.
Dade is the one dotting the I in that backfield.
The way he put his hands on his shoulders, I don't think he's getting the ball.
Connor is under center.
Oh, my God, we offside.
We did. We false started.
Now, that was a false start.
The same right tackle.
Yeah. Now, that was a false start.
So now do you go for your field goal?
No, I'm going for it.
You got to go for it.
You got to go for it, man. Now we're bringing the field goal unit on.
Yeah. I'm just thinking getting some points out of all that. So 2 times you're in the, at the end zone, and you blow it.
That's how you lose games, man.
That's right.
That's how you lose games, Des.
Can't happen. Not when you're in a tight, hard-fought ball game on the road. When things are working for you, you got to cash in.
Big momentum swing.
Yeah, that's a gut shot right there. Now we setting the tone in a second, and we got Oscar already missed one. He already missed one earlier.
Field goal is up, and it looks good. It is good. We have a 15-12 ball game as the Lions are able to salvage about a 20-yard field goal out of that.
I hate it.
Man, I do too, but at least it's some points. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and take a quick break. 15-12, Sterlington on top. You're tuned into the Ouachita Sports Network, powered by Creed & Creed.
I'm Christian Creed with Creed & Creed. We're proud to support Ouachita Parish High School because, like football, fighting for the win takes commitment, courage, and teamwork.
And that's what we build in our lines, both on the field and off. These young men work hard, they lead with heart, and they represent our community with pride.
At Creed & Creed, we fight for our clients the same way these athletes do every Friday night.
Thank you guys for supporting our Lions.
Remember, Creed & Creed is all you need. Go Lions!
And we are back to action here at the Allied Roofing broadcast booth in the Sterlington visitors side stands. Mike Downhour, Desmond Lighton, Brian Jacobs, T-Lay's on the camera, and his crew. 7:32 left in this North Monroe Baptist Church third quarter. Lions did score. It was a 20-yard field goal. 15-12, Panthers still lead.
Yeah, and just the mental breakdown there at the end of that drive that just can't happen.
Cam Gale to kick, pooch kick, sky kick, actually, and they'll take it at the 21. It's that big back, and he's just bruising his way. Man, he got tackled hard. But he got all the way out to about the 36, 37. That's a great field position.
All right, you remember that starting nerves I had about our offense? I have those about our defense. We're going to find out real quick. I'm talking about first two plays if we made the proper adjustments on defense like we did on offense.
Well, we did on offense. So Sterlington starts 1st and 10.
And look.
Good field position at their own 38.
Look for them to take a shot early. They want to go for the juggler.
Here come the Panthers. There's the whistle. Breen under center. Junior quarterback. And the Lions jump off sides.
So we having mental breakdowns early, man. But he's saying we got
if we don't see the play.
Yeah, and that's going to be your big D tackle Cam. I don't even know what he's looking at. He got a talking to from the head guy, but you just can't have that. To start the drive off, to give him a free 5 yard.
That was a quick 5.
To your first defensive play of the second half.
So now they're at the 43, 1st and 5.
Already on the good foot, as we like to call it.
Receiver lined up over on the left side.
Oh, hey.
Quick, they go quickly to the
counter.
Handoff. Got plenty of room, got the first down, crosses midfield in the Lion territory at the 46. Good run, same as first half.
And that's just DT. They pulling a guard and tackle. And you got to have a person come in and spill that, make it bubble. We didn't. So right now,
1st and 10, Panthers inside Lion territory at the Lion 46. 15-12, Panthers on top. 6:59 left to go in this North Monroe Baptist Church third quarter. Here come the Panthers to the line of scrimmage. 3 guys in the backfield, one in motion, handoff, just dive over on the left side, gain of about 3.
So what I noticed is Dylan there. Dylan is getting frustrated with the dive, so he actually made a guy miss immediately. Got a little field, trying to make a play is what I'm trying to say. Right. But they ran away from it. But that's 4 yards.
It is 4.
And that's money.
2nd down and 6.
That's money for Sterlington, I should say. Right now we do not have an answer for them.
Panthers back to the line of scrimmage. Breen under center. One guy behind him. He's one that gets a hand.
Mansfield got
quarterback keeps it. And he's going to pick up a first down. Goes all the way down to the 30. A touchdown saving tackle there by the Lions. I believe that was number 10.
And that's what. It's alignment assignment football. You got a dive man, you got a QB man, and a pitch man. That time the QB man took his nose and stuck it inside on the dive, which is not his job.
Credit Dallas Elmore with that save.
And they don't even have a running back for it to be a pitch man.
No, that was quarterback. And that's the hydration timeout. We'll take that same timeout. 15-12, Sterlington leads. You're tuned in to Ouachita Lions Sports Network, powered by Creed & Creed.
A proud graduate of Ouachita High School's class of 1990, Paul Evans has been helping families in the toughest times for years. You find yourself stuck behind those cinder block walls? Call Paul. Paul Evans Bail Bonds, 267-7740.
Back to action at Dell Ashley Field at Sterlington High School. Lions and the Panthers cat fight tonight. So far, Sterlington is winning that 15-12. They've got a 1st and 10. They started this drive at their own 38, and they've now got 1st and 10 at the Ouachita 28.
This is a character-defining drive right here, man.
And Lions are home next Friday night. Homecoming, Port Gibson, Mississippi comes to visit. 2 receivers. Right, that's the first time we've seen 2 receivers lined up for the Panthers on that left side.
It's midway through the 3rd quarter and only 1 possession.
Green under center. Hands off right side. Shut that down. Shut that down.
And that's what you